We're live.
Start recording, though.
We're live on stage.
Hopefully it's gonna
at the Rialto Theater.
No!
Welcome to Blowhards. See, that's why we can't go to the Rialto. Because of churro.
Dang. Great. Yeah, that sounds bad anyway.
What sounds bad?
The Rialto.
Why? What's wrong with the Rialto?
I don't know.
When's the last time you went to the Rialto? The one in Tucson?
Oh, that one's alright.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I didn't know there was one here.
Wait, is there one? What? I don't know. Isn't the Rialto the theater?
Yeah, that's what I said.
But is it still a theater?
It's like an actual theater, like not like a movie theater.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, where they
I went to a movie theater where they took all the seats out and they did a concert instead, and everyone could stand.
What?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was like a movie theater, but they took all the seats out, and it was just like standing room.
That's probably the Rialto. Was that in Tucson?
Yeah.
Yes, the Rialto.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I watched Coheed and Cambria there. It was great.
Removable seats.
They're the greatest.
Yeah, I would have gone.
Yeah.
They're good.
They're not.
We should go. You want to go? You want to go, True?
Get the
True, you want to go?
What? Yeah.
We'll go in October. Hopefully they come before you
when?
leave.
I'm like, wait, what? When?
I don't know. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Shit-tober.
Hey, shut up.
What?
I don't know. All right.
You're right.
Wait, hold on.
And no, we're going. It's live. Not live, but hey, this is Blowhards episode 62.
Oh.
I'm Ryan Hess. With me
Imagine
is
my
Erick
shock.
Peña.
Oh, what? What's up? So
Well,
you got a new phone? You're
What's
already
up,
on
what's
it?
up, what's up? And Churro.
Hey,
Yeah,
Shut
what's
the
up?
fuck up.
how's it going? What's wrong with you today?
Kinds of shit.
You're just so
What's wrong?
you're angsty.
I'm tired.
What's wrong?
I'm tired.
You're tired. Why are you so tired?
Oh, you know,
Too much banging?
too much fucking banging.
Yeah.
How's your
bet.
fingers?
What? What's wrong with my fingers?
Yeah.
They're still great.
Mhm.
I don't have my nut button here.
Oh, good.
I left it at home.
Oh, I don't know what to tell you.
That's fine.
Left it at my
How about
home.
you?
I'm
Oh, you-
actually.
Wait, who is this guy over here?
I'm
What?
Churro.
That's not
it.
true.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're just so distracted with yourself.
Good. I'm glad we lost one more listener. One of the guys on the fucking show. Asshole.
I listened to our show today.
Do you?
Yeah, it was really funny.
Do you listen for the person who hit your car?
I recommend it. There's this guy named Eric on it. He's a dick.
Derek. Derek.
Yeah.
Dick Eric. Derek. Good portmanteau.
My other name for you, Eric, that I probably can't say on here.
What, Fagric?
Yeah, Fagric. Papa Fagric.
You can say Fagric. I don't think you're insulting any other Fagrics out there.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else that'll fit that category.
Yeah, because there's only one you, buddy.
That's right.
And I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, great. Real feel good episode today so far.
Unless there's faggots called Rick, then they might be upset. That's a different portmanteau, though. Anyway, portmanteaus aside, how you guys doing?
I'm doing great.
I hate Portillo's.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you heard me.
When's the last time you went to Portillo's?
Actually,
do you think
it's
we're
been a
gonna
while.
be? You think we're gonna be taken off the air for saying the cursive F word?
I doubt it.
The curse of effort.
Okay. I
People
hope
say
so.
it all the time.
That's true.
All the time, apparently.
Yeah, it's
Well, nobody's
1999.
watching, so whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
It'll come back.
Yeah.
They'll listen to it. They'll forget
Also, my
about it.
face wasn't on camera when I said it, so.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, no, I
usual.
said it.
Did you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
This was a substitute, though. Check it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
Yeah.
Pay no attention to the man behind the
The
screen.
faggot substitute.
Yeah.
Great.
So what have you guys been up to?
Oh, you know.
Sure. Ryan got Chick-fil-A today.
Yeah, we both did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was actually pretty good.
I let myself have it.
I had
without-
Chick-fil-A today too.
Without feeling bad.
Chick.
I've been doing all right for my thing.
Oh, good.
More or less, yeah.
So you make it like a thing where you have fast food on during the show, or not during the show?
Can you
No,
imagine?
I try not to have it at all, but when it strikes me, or whatever.
When it strikes your fancy.
Yes, exactly.
When it tickles your ass.
I don't like make myself feel like an asshole after.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
usually
saying,
do though.
Yeah, you should. Why?
I don't know. I'm really hard on myself.
Oh,
That's what my therapist says anyway.
I'll tell you what's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, let me tell you. Let's
Also
hear
me on myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
My own clone. Now neither of us will be virgin.
it. Ooh, woo.
Suwoo
Preem. So, let me tell you.
Oh, okay.
As previously stated, I don't know if it was recording when they said it, but I got a
Probably.
new phone.
Oh yeah. Let's see that
So,
trash.
behold.
Oh, it's that shit 8 they talk about so much.
It's the shit 8,
You
yeah.
got your weeaboo case and everything.
Is it a weeaboo case?
No.
Yeah, 100%. Look at it.
100.
He said 100. But one of the main reasons is mostly it's so I can play Girls Frontline again.
Good.
It's
That's
so
a good. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
I took the plunge so I can play with gunfoos.
Gunfoos.
Right, raifoos.
Raifoos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gunfoos, waifus, raifus.
It's real fun.
It is fun.
I'm having a blast.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Wow.
He's jerking off to his phone again. He finally can.
Yeah,
It's been a
Sure,
while.
both hands on the table.
Oh,
Fucking for real, dude.
substitute, get down here.
Wow, get it out of there.
He's doing
Get out of there.
He's
Ah!
all right.
It's gonna melt.
All right.
The substitute.
Yeah.
Too hot to handle.
You're gonna fucking poke.
That
a
was
hole
a
through it.
tagline for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. The like SpaghettiOs
What?
or something.
What? Mom, you overcooked these again.
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 I eat beefaroni out of the can.
No, they'd have commercials for Power Rangers toys.
It's really good.
Or the SpaghettiOs or SpaghettiOs with meatballs.
Huh.
And then every time it would end, it would be like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, too hot to handle.
Who's saying this?
I don't know, some guy.
Too hot. To handle.
Yeah, it was
Lord
great.
Zed.
I was reading one of those stupid articles. It's like, oh, what is this?
Did you read the article about the feminist organization that got a male lead or whatever?
No, what? Hold on, we'll talk about that later.
Pull-ups.
No, I was speaking of what are they? What did you just say?
That might have been the onion. I don't know.
Beefaroni?
Nah, it's specifically
What?
SpaghettiOs.
Oh.
There was
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there was a
Right.
guy. There was a guy that I was reading those articles. It's like, what did this person on death row? What did this fucking murderer like request as a final meal, right? And one of the guys said ordered SpaghettiOs, and he got really mad because they gave him just regular like shit. Like they just made him spaghetti instead of giving him straight up SpaghettiOs, and that was like the last word he said.
He's like, these aren't fucking spaghetti.
Yeah, he's like, SpaghettiOs.
Oh.
And they pulled the trick.
He didn't say spaghetti.
No, because it wasn't
I feel like
SpaghettiOs.
I feel like he really missed out on an opportunity.
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't get SpaghettiOs.
They were like, well,
It's like, well, what the fuck? What are you gonna do about it?
I guess they don't use the chair anymore. So
Do
press
they
the
not?
button.
I
In
think
some places.
they do in Texas.
Was it in Texas, the spaghetti
I'm
caper?
pretty sure. it was.
Texas. Sorry. That song sucks.
Is it?
There.
That's a song.
Is it?
Yeah. They say there's a song where they say that like every like 35 seconds.
Why?
I don't know.
Don't they know they're in Texas?
102.5, the country station.
Why don't you, wait, you listen to country on the radio?
No.
I was like, you don't listen
I
to the
don't.
radio.
So my phone doesn't have a headphone jack,
That's good.
and I have a thing where I tried to use like Bluetooth things to plug into the headphone jack on my car, and I got two of them and they both broke because they're just bad. They're like Chinese and bad, like most Chinese things.
China.
So I've been just listening to the radio, and I'll just like
Girls
scan.
Front Line is Chinese.
I don't care. So I'll put on the radio, and I'll just like scan through stations, and it's like 93.3, which is like all rock, or that's alternative. So and then like the 80 station. There's the Oasis that just plays like 9 songs in a row, which is good because it's my number. There's like the 60, 70 station that plays like
wait.
it plays like doo-wop and shit. I don't know, it's good. But 102.5 is country, and I always skip it because it's trash.
It
Always.
is trash.
You want to listen to Georgia, Florida line? Or however the fuck you say
No.
it.
What's George Florida?
Baby, yours. I don't know. You don't try. It's a band.
I don't know what
It's
it
a
is.
country band.
There's a new country song that has like this really hot blonde chick in it, and I was like, what is this?
What I do know is that I listen to the radio, and I'll
Guess
skim.
who it is?
I'll skim through it, and sometimes I'll hear Panic at the Disco.
What?
And it's still that one song, and they've had like 5 albums out,
Skip.
and it's
What?
still the I Write Sins Not Tragedy song.
Oh, it's not Dance Dance?
Nah, is that
No,
a
is that
song?
Fall Out Boy?
That's Fall Out Boy.
Shit.
Yeah, sorry.
I get them
Oh,
mixed up.
but who can tell nowadays?
Yeah, I couldn't tell back then.
They
Wait,
are-
which
they
one's
are
Panic
like-
at the Disco?
Huh?
Which one's Panic at the Disco?
What do you mean?
What song did they play?
It's called I Write Sins Not Tragedy.
That's the name of the song?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
they were-
it's not part of the lyrics. It's
Oh.
it's that one. Haven't you heard of closing the goddamn door?
Oh.
Yeah, that song. I can't sing for shit, but
All right, since that's
Yeah.
a mouthful.
Yeah,
all their songs are.
yeah,
Really?
that was
Yeah.
their shtick.
So they
Long
think-
titles.
There's the 11th track on that album is called I Constantly Thank God for Esteban.
what?
Yeah. There's a bunch of weird titles.
so clever.
No, because like
I
Chodos,
love that.
Chodos did that better.
I really
Chodos did do that better.
I really
Yeah.
like that album though. I don't know.
You know, it's a
Just
good
like
album.
that one, but what?
What's the name? Is that the whole album name too? So is the name of the song the name of the album?
I think that is the name of the album. Let me see.
It sounds like a bad time. I remember somebody sent me a picture and it was like
Oh no, I know,
Hispanic at the Disco. And, I was like- and they're like, "Oh look, it's Eric." I'm like,
I know
Fuck.
I know the album name without looking it up. It's called The Fever You Can't Sweat Out.
it sounds like shit.
I like it.
Is it?
It's a good album.
I mean,
Just that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, True? How do you feel about Hispanic at the Disco?
how do I feel about Hispanic at the disco? Boy.
How do you feel about Panic at the Disco, True?
Who would be in Hispanic at the Disco? Enrique Iglesias for sure.
Enrique Iglesias?
Yeah.
Pitbull?
You're making it with Pitbull, obviously. You can't have one without the other.
The guy who
That's
did
like Hispanic pop.
the guy who did Stereo Love.
Edward Maya?
Yeah, Edward Maya.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't remember that song at all. It's like it was stuck in my head for 7 years.
Let me tell you.
Thanks, Churro. God, that fucking song.
It's good.
It's not good.
It's not, but it's
It's
great.
the only song that come out in the past like 10 years that was played on the radio that had accordions in it.
Is there a vocalist
It was good.
in
I like
modern
accordions.
music that's louder than Dave Grohl?
What?
Louder?
Yeah,
Louder than Dave Grohl?
Yeah.
And like mainstream music?
just like loud.
No, that dude screams
Yeah,
like
he, does.
really
He
loud.
belts it out. I love that guy.
Dave Grohl?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Foo
looks really
Fighters
fun.
are good.
Yeah.
It's always like the same song, but it's fucking always good.
They all sound the same.
Yeah, I love it though.
I was talking to somebody because he was in Nirvana, right?
the drummer.
You
Welcome
ever,
to the video game show. He was in Nirvana.
you ever listen to Foo Fighters like greatest hits?
No,
It's all
no.
the same fucking song. I love it so much.
You know why today, even though we're a video game show, that I tried to make it a video game show, but I fucked up?
Why?
Because I told him I was going to buy Bloodstained Curse of the Moon so I could talk about it.
Okay.
Completely forgot to do it. It was like, I was like, am I going to buy it on the PS4 or the Switch? Bought it on neither. So now I can't even talk about
I'm looking at about video games if you want. I don't know.
No,
have you been playing anything?
No, that's what I'm saying.
So recently I've been playing Solitaire Mahjong.
fucking
I've been playing it
fucking
on
boomer games
I've
you're
been,
playing. Boomer.
I've been playing it on an iPad, so that's a video. And it's
Oh
a
my
game.
god, are you 90 years old?
I also been playing a lot of Sudoku.
My granddaughter got me Sudoku on the iPad.
I knew a man who committed Sudoku for Christmas.
Why am I Jewish now?
Oi,
No, you're old.
son
Yeah.
of a bitch.
Anyways,
know,
okay,
it's-
so you're playing Mahjong?
Yeah.
Jafar.
I'm playing
You
Solitaire.
fucking old weeb.
Solitaire Mahjong.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait,
It's
what?
different. Mahjong normally is 4 players.
Dude.
It's an entirely different game. It's like Gin Rummy.
Oh, okay.
The
Say
regular
some
game.
words.
Yeah. Japanese Mahjong is fucked up, by the way.
Why?
Because you use less tiles and there's like fucking made up rules and shit. It's crazy.
Made up rules.
It's
and
nuts.
the holograms.
It's called,
and
it's called Riichi Mahjong. Yeah.
You've activated my
Why
trap
is it called
card.
Riichi Mahjong?
I don't know.
Is that like
I like tried looking at the rules and I got lost halfway through. It was scary.
Yugi boy? I see your tiles.
No.
Yeah. It's like Scrabble.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
you're doing.
so did you buy that game or did it come free in your fucking new Windows update?
What? No, I was.
When you
I
bought your new
was-
computer
I'm
for
still.
your-
I'm still using Taylor's
emails.
iPad she let me borrow, and I googled mahjong, and it gave me mahjong for free on some website. It's mahjong.gg. So it spells out mahjong.
GG.
And there's a separate tab for Sudoku. There's also one for solitaire, but solitaire's boring.
Yeah.
Solitaire's not boring.
Solitaire sucks.
What?
Well, alternate the colors of suits. Good job. Fucking shit. It's bad.
You're not. Wait. Do you like play the whole game in just one without having to restart your whole deck?
What?
The whole point of the game is to be able to beat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Without actually having to get to the end of, without being able to get to the, or without having to reset your,
It's just
your
boring.
deck. No, it's fine.
I don't like it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what else are you playing besides fucking Mahjong?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, it's been great.
Okay, let's go back talking about Dave Grohl. He was
Mahjong's
in,
fun.
He was in Nirvana, right?
He's also
Dave-
in Tenacious D. He's the Satan.
I know. That's
Is
what-
he?
Yeah, he's
I
Satan.
didn't
Yeah.
know that.
That's
You can
Dave
hear
Grohl.
it in his voice. It's crazy.
No,
Yeah.
well, that makes sense. He's loud.
Shit
in that
out
too.
of luck.
So what was I saying? I don't like Nirvana. That's what I was
fine.
gonna say because we were talking. You were talking
Have you
about.
seen- have
you were
seen-
wrong.
Have you
Yes,
seen
the
that
question.
Vine about that
Oh,
guy
talking
being
about-
really sad about Kurt Cobain's death and his pictures of Billy Ray Cyrus?
What?
They're like, I miss him so much, and it's just pictures of like modern day Billy Ray Cyrus.
Wait, there was a Vine about that. How fucking old is this?
like 6 years old or whatever.
Jesus
I don't know how old
Christ.
Vines
What
are.
was I wrong about?
You were wrong because you were like, I don't like Pro Jam, and I was like, wait, what's Pro Jam? Then I listened to it. I'm like, no, Pro Jam's good.
No.
You fuck.
Nah, Pearl Jam sucks.
So, anyways, I was saying that Nirvana, I don't like Nirvana as much because everybody's like, oh,
I
they're
agree
like
with
they're like the '90s. What is it? What is it called? They're like, oh, it's like they
The
do all
Grunge Kings?
The Grunge Kings. I'm like, no, dude.
No.
Alice in Chains was a thing. Alice in Chains
Alice
is
in
so
Chains
much
sucks
better.
too.
You're a fucking asshole.
I like Alice in Chains.
They're way better than Nirvana.
Well, I only like the one album though.
Which one? Dirt? Yeah,
With
it's the
the
best
dog on
one.
it.
Name one Nirvana album.
I don't know.
Exactly, it's shit.
All the best Nirvana songs are Weird Al songs.
All the best all the best Nirvana songs are on Guitar Hero. So there you go. That's all people know. People know Heart Shaped Box and then Smells Like Teen Spirit. And what's the other one?
Oh,
Whatever.
yeah.
Oh, Rate Me. That's a good one too.
They did.
Yeah, it's shit. It's a bad song.
They did.
I
They
don't-
did a version of shit.
Shit, that's a
Version
great
of
song.
shit.
Yeah.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Nirvana.
Nirvana.
Nirvana sucks.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So what they did a great cover of what? Let's see if he's right.
Hold on, let me think. It's really eluding me right now.
That
Man
fucking-
Who Sold the World. They did a cover of it,
Yeah, that was
and
not
it wasn't great.
that was not a good cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-mm. What other bad bands do you know, Ryan?
Me?
He knows.
Coheed and Cambry's pretty bad.
Hey man, no, they're great.
I'm gonna die on that
Fucking
hill.
asshole.
That's a hill I'm gonna die on.
Man,
Sure.
God,
We-
I was.
Man, God.
I'm just thinking of why Pearl Jam sucks.
What?
Oh, there's plenty of reasons.
And like it's just everyone playing even flow and Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
It sucks so much dick. Yeah, fuck that song.
That's the only song that was on there.
It sucks ass. They ruined their whole life for that shit.
Their whole life.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Their legacy's down the toilet because of that
I've
song.
mentioned it before. Just fucking. God, that guy gave me nightmares when I was younger.
The singer?
Yeah,
What's
he's
his name?
scary. He's big.
I
He
don't
had
know.
big hair.
I don't remember. Oh, Claudio Sanchez?
No.
He looks like what's that old Hanna-Barbera cartoon with the cavemen that are all covered in hair? It's just
Captain Caveman?
No. He looks like the cave.
he looks like a living palm tree. It's gross.
No, he looks like
Sideshow Bob.
He looks like the smaller caveman on Wacky Races.
Talking about Claudio still?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's.
I like Claudio. He's
it's,
good.
It's fine.
He's Kill Audio.
Anyways, so what did you do?
What, I thought we were talking about shit bands still.
Okay, what other shit bands you do?
Fucking what's that one?
What?
The new Muse album's pretty bad. I don't like, or new Muse song.
I came across some of it. It seemed cool.
Did you come across it? You're not supposed to. You're supposed to listen to it. You nasty.
Yeah, well,
do
I
both.
do what I do.
Don't print it out.
Something human. I like that song. It's all right.
It's too experimental for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You want to talk about experimental?
I was
that
trying.
thing he fucking
I was
played
trying to
last
find the
time.
chorus.
yeah.
That's Sophie nasty.
True couldn't handle Sophie.
It fucking freaked me out.
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't like it either.
No. I mean, Sophie. I enjoyed Sophie more than that song, that whatever the hell it's called, because
That
it
new-
actually had a song. It was actually a
that new
song.
album was dope.
Which one?
The Oil of Every Pearl's on Insides.
The fuck?
That's what it's
What are
called.
these fucking titles lately?
Playing curses on me.
Nah.
No, Something Human. I was waiting for the actual song to start.
Muse.
Yeah, I was waiting for the actual song to
It's
start
slow.
the entire time.
Yeah, it's good.
I know it's not. It's annoying. It's really annoying. It's like, we're gonna get to an actual chorus at one point, and then it doesn't.
Nah.
It's like, oh, this is a giant intro to an album. Thanks for the EP, guys. Really appreciate it.
Now you want to intro to an album, you listen to the new tracks from Coheed and Cambria. This shit is good.
The new tracks.
Yeah.
That reminds me.
Because there's a prologue, which is all like spoken word shit, but then
God,
it gets into like.
That reminds me of that old.
Oh my god.
Like, you ever listen to those old like fantasy metal like things where it's like Chris Lee starts talking.
Chris
and-
Lee, in particular.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee.
Yeah, Christopher
Chris
Lee.
Lee.
Chris Lee.
Like you're his buddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you guys
He's my
fucking
friend.
friends?
You fucking drink at his grave
He was
every year.
Dracula.
What arbitrary thing of all he's played.
Yeah.
He was Count Dooku. You're a fucking nerd. He shouldn't be more. Yeah. He was that shitty wizard in that other thing. I forget his name.
He was Solomon.
The arts of the Jedi.
Solomon? Like he's like a Jewish banker.
Solomon.
Sullivan.
Whose Solomons is this?
Okay, so keep going. So you were saying something.
But no,
about
it's
Chris
like
Lee?
you were
you
talking
doing your
about.
fucking friend. So your friend Chris Lee, you guys were hanging out.
No, just what you were what you were saying.
What
He's
you
like-
were saying.
It's like how like things just go on. It reminds me of those old like metal things where it's just like kept on going. It's like building. It was telling a story, and then it's like instead of like when the metal like it just kept going.
Yeah,
It's like just kept the
Eric,
story.
how much do you, speaking of stories and songs, how much do you hate the song The Metal? Because it would play so much at GameStop.
Listen, it's not. Well, it's only songs that play a lot, and like because they also had Kanye West's Power.
Power.
They also
Oh,
had
that
they also had
power.
Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah, I'm
that
sure.
one,
Yeah.
Running Free, which is a shit song. And
I like
then
that song.
And then what's that other shit? Yeah, that song you just mentioned. Also that,
What?
except for the
Metal.
Bayonetta trailer. That was great. But it wasn't even like the actual version. It was like the live version. It was really annoying.
The metal?
Yeah,
Ah.
it was like they just took out the snippets of back when Tenacious D was playing at the VGAs. Remember that?
Oh,
Yeah, when the VGAs were around. And they
You talking about the LaRue song?
yeah,
For
that was
Bayonetta?
great. Yeah,
yeah, that one's good.
It's like a remix of that song too. It's not even the same song.
yeah.
What happened to that woman?
I don't know. She came out with an album and then she stopped.
She did, yeah. She tried to do something different and it ruined her.
It was too experimental. See, the problem is that people don't give a shit about experimental anymore. You're not The Cure, who is also bad. It's not, it's,
Well, no. So what it is that it's like
I'm all hopped up on this.
the difference between like Muse
feisty
and
today.
LaRue is like the Muse did like the Muse. Sorry,
the music LaRue.
sorry. Muse did like the same shit for 5 albums,
Yeah,
and now
Muse-
they're doing new shit, and
Yeah.
like they like earned that. You know what I mean? Like obviously it's not doing, it doesn't sit well with you, but like every album they've done after that,
And I know I'm
like,
the cross section of all their fans, so I understand.
I mean, whatever. I'm just using you as an example, but like you in particular, like you haven't liked any of their stuff.
No,
No,
not true.
Okay.
So I liked half of the Resistance.
okay.
It was like
But-
I got halfway there
But
and I was like,
okay,
no.
but you give it a chance every time.
I do, yeah.
And you could recognize that every one of their albums, even though you haven't liked it, has been different every time.
Absolutely.
Like none of them have been the same thing.
Right.
Whereas, like Showbiz through Black Holes and Revelations were largely the same,
Right.
more or less. So, yeah. Whereas LaRue had she was like a one-hit wonder who tried to come back with something different, and it sucked.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't suck because it was different. It just sucked because nobody cared about her anymore.
Yeah,
She had one good song and stopped.
And it wasn't even hers; it was remade. Wait, no,
I don't know.
No,
she had like a whole album.
she had the album. That album was actually fine.
Whatever.
But I was gonna say, but it's not like they go experimental and then people enjoy it after. It's not like Legend of Zelda where people like Ocarina of Time, and then Majora's Mask comes out and they hate it, and then Twilight Princess comes out and they love Majora's Mask, and then Skyward Sword comes out and they love Twilight Princess, that sort of thing, where they just kind of love the previous one. Because Linkin Park did that. Because remember, everybody likes Meteora, everybody likes Hybrid Theory, and then Minutes to Midnight came out, and people were like, "Oh, it's weird." And then Hunting Party and all this other shit. And then as the new album came out, people appreciated the new album more. Oh, sorry, people appreciated the old album more.
Yeah.
Muse is not even like that. It's really annoying. Because I love Muse, you know. I've loved these for 20 years.
Your thing with Muse, to bring it back to video games, is like it's like Kirby, where they have there's like the standard Kirby where he goes around and he copies abilities, and then there's the one where he fucking splits himself into 10, or there's the yarn one, or it's like all the shit that it's maybe okay, it's not really stuff you like, but you just want another one where he can copy abilities.
Right.
Yeah, but except for in Kirby, they brought that back, and it was kind of okay.
Yeah.
But they just haven't brought it back from.
But the problem is that the Kirby games actually have charm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Sure,
these
yeah.
ones, it's just like, oh, what is it
Right.
called? Something human, and then I'm like, where's the charm?
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
there's
because
no
you're
core.
not listening to you're not listening to Muse for Matthew Bellamy's face or whatever. Like you.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't. I listen to it for his voice because
yeah.
I want to see him
So,
actually try
yeah.
with his voice.
Like
'cause he can, and he's beautiful.
people like Kirby, but for more than just the gameplay, it's because he's cute and it's like a good
cute as
aesthetic
fuck.
and stuff.
Yeah, the charm.
And there's music to like there's more aspects to a video game than there is for
Yeah, there's
why people like
memorable
music.
things to
Yeah.
it. What was I gonna say?
This got deep.
It is. No, it's fine. But I'm saying, and I don't know. It might just be me. Maybe I'm just getting old. But the fact of the matter is that I was waiting for the song to start and I could not. I was like, I looked. I'm like, whoa, when's the song starting? It's
Did I hit
halfway
repeat
done.
by accident?
No, that bothers me too when I can't tell when a song ends. I don't know why. It shouldn't. It shouldn't bother me nearly as much as it does, but it does.
Wait, what?
When I can't tell when a song ends, the next one begins.
Oh, that's weird.
Like
I know it's weird. It shouldn't bother me.
like a seamless transition, or just like
No, well, like for example, in that one in particular, because you said, you know, I don't remember putting this on repeat, but that happened to me because the song I looked at, I'm like, oh, it's halfway done through. All right, we'll see. And I listened to it too, and I looked at it again, and it was before.
yeah.
I was like, oh, it restarted.
Like when the
somewhere
fuck
along
did this happen?
Yeah, I don't understand. Because like the Proto Man can do that really well, where they'll just like have a song play like and following it right after, and it's
Right.
really really good.
Well, like their songs play like into each other.
Yeah, but they actually have a story and
Right.
charm. you know?
Right. That's fair.
Charm too.
Uh-huh.
Stage presence.
What about you, Churro? What's
What?
your most annoying thing about music nowadays? I can't listen to fucking Panic at the Disco. You didn't like. I thought you didn't like Panic at the
I
Disco.
didn't like Panic at the Disco.
Okay, then.
What?
What do you like?
My Chemical Romance.
My Chemical Romance was fucking fantastic.
They
At
were,
least
yeah.
still are.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't
they're not
care.
anymore. They don't
No.
exist anymore.
Are you sure about
Think
that?
for a second. Yeah. What?
When?
Huh?
When was My Chemical? Fuck. No.
What was this like the thing?
I
with,
never
like,
listened to that
I didn't
first
realize I
album
was doing
there.
a show with two 13-year-old goth girls.
Oh, well.
I should have realized this already.
Yeah. You're 60 weeks late on that one. Or however long Churro's been on. I don't know.
when
We're big titty, too.
Hey,
We got the
buddy.
whole package for
Yeah,
you.
man. I'll handle it.
Thanks. So tell me about your music taste, sir.
My music taste. You know what's funny? I've been actually getting into like Latin stuff lately. I don't know what, but you know, my Latin hips just start moving on their own.
That
and
is
I'm
funny.
like, I keep going after it.
Why are you doing that?
Going after it.
What?
I keep trying to get it.
'Cause I don't know. I'm just looking into new shit.
All right, that's fine. You're
Yeah.
allowed to do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna judge you because of it.
You can and you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're
'Cause it's mostly
you're getting
soundtracks.
into fucking weird Egyptian music or some shit.
What? I've liked a lot of shit for a while.
I know, but it's weird. It's just
Okay.
not coming out.
Well,
I'm
is it
seeing-
just now coming out?
Yeah, it's seeping
Or are
through
you
the
just now
cracks.
paying attention?
That both. Because it's not. I'm just now seeing it coming through the cracks. What's that? Sons of Kemet. Is that what you said? You mentioned that last week.
Yeah, Sons of Kemet.
I tried to listen to that again.
They're
when I-
British jazz. And they're all black.
Oh, what?
No, your favorite.
What? I know. I hate jazz.
I don't know.
Just trying to incriminate.
I have my real phone with me this week.
We're trying,
Okay.
we're trying to incriminate Eric
I have
somehow. But no, I mean, I really dug those guys. I gave them a follow.
yeah.
A follow.
Yeah.
So my recent albums I'm trying out right here. I have the new Jack White album, which is like weird for him. I haven't fully listened to it yet. I have Sons of Kemet. I have the new Judas Priest on here.
There's a new Judas Priest. What?
Yeah,
Is it super
it's
experimental?
pretty dope. You just gotta listen to it. It's great. I have
That's a new dubstep Judas Priest album.
no.
Like, wow, you guys are way behind the curve.
I keep trying Death Grips. They're a little weird.
No, why?
Just to try it. I have New Sophie on here. The oil of every pearl's on insides, of course. I have some. I forget who this is supposed to be. Kids See Ghosts. It's like Kanye West and somebody else.
Yeah, Kid See Ghost says Kanye West and Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, and
It's good.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't listened to it fully yet either. I have new Nine Inch Nails on here called Bad Witch. It's a good song or a good album. It's like 6 tracks though. It's real small. Yeah.
That's
But
another thing. I've been trying
so
to
was his last one. His last one was also really
Well, he had
called like
he had-
Ghosts EP 1 and 2 or something like that.
No, Ghosts is huge.
Is that what I'm thinking?
Yeah,
Of?
Ghosts like 1 through 4 or whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's what
that
I
was like 10 years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
What else did he make before then?
What do you mean?
What else did he make after Ghosts?
Since then, you mean?
Yeah,
I can pull it up.
he did like specifically him, not Nine Inch Nails, but it was he did the
Well, he did the soundtrack for
social network,
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah,
It's a great album.
yeah.
What about else?
He did something called Hesitation Marks. That was a good one.
Never heard of it. Look at
Where's the discography? Here we go. The Slip. I don't know about that one. I didn't listen to the Slip.
He's got some
This
really
all sounds scary.
But
yeah,
yeah,
he's got some
go-
bothersome
Yeah,
album titles.
it's Nine Inch Nails.
The Slip.
I mean, that's all of them. Pretty Hate Machine, Downward Spiral, Fragile.
Pretty Hate Machine is kind of edgy.
The content of it isn't though.
Mm.
You want edgy? Listen to Downward Spiral. That's some dark shit. It gets pretty bad.
I gotta remember to listen to all that.
Yeah.
Downward. You never listen to Downward Spiral?
I haven't listened to it in forever. If I just remember what kind of songs, what's like the big song that wasn't Downward Spiral.
I mean, there's a bunch. Like,
I make fun of a lot of people for their music choices. Don't take it personally. I just hate everything.
He really does.
I do.
Closer is on there.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Hurt is on there.
Ah,
Yeah.
the original one that I thought was actually done by Johnny Cash.
Yeah, me too.
Everyone thought
too.
that.
I was
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
He just liked it enough to cover it, which
Yeah.
I was like,
And
wow.
it was
Yeah,
better
Johnny-
than the original, and that's fine. You know, it's okay.
No.
I think so.
No.
Here's why. Because I can't remember what the original sounds like. That's why I think
So I have this thing actually where I listen to a song, and if I hear the cover first, I like it better, even if
Yeah.
it's not better like objectively or whatever. If you really want to like break it down, like what's that song?
What
Hang
is
on,
that?
hang on. I'll look it
So
up. Hang on, let me give me 1 second.
I did that with That's What I Like. That's supposed to be by Bruno Mars, but it's actually better by
So-
Chance Giving
so,
Dance.
so you know
Way better.
The Weeknd
Oh yeah,
has a song called "Can't Feel My Face."
yeah.
And like Andrew Wong, that guy I listen to that does like weird
Yeah,
experimental music shit. He did a cover of that song.
It's not experimental if you're making it with an orange. That's just weird.
Whatever.
Experimental.
So he does a cover of "Can't Feel My Face" with dentist equipment.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and I prefer that version because that's what I heard first. So I really like it.
That's what you heard first.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I just like started listening to his stuff. I'm like, oh, this is neat. Yeah, I don't listen to the Weeknd.
I was gonna say. Speaking of people that also made really really good albums and then kind of like made this super produced shit, The Weeknd would be one of them because the first 3 albums he came out with were incredible,
yeah.
and then he came out with that shit, and I was like, no.
But I have like new Kanye in here too, and I don't know if that's good or not.
Scoopity boop. That's a great experimental album.
Like I haven't listened to any stuff since like Jesus. Like I haven't listened to Life of Pablo or
I never listened to that.
yeah.
Never listened to that.
Yeah, I don't know.
But White Klansman or whatever the hell it's called.
I think you're right. Yeah.
There's like a white skinhead. Black
Black
skinhead.
Skinhead.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're talking about a lot of music today.
Yeah.
I've been actually fuxing with Run the Jewels lately. I've been enjoying
Run
it.
Jewel's pretty
I've
good.
been enjoying it.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Eric? He hates everything.
I do.
They gave us music in Black Panther. It was great.
I didn't watch Black Panther.
Really?
I still haven't seen that
It's pretty good.
You would
Is it?
love it.
Yeah.
because I watched Thor Ragnarok and I was like,
Thragnarok.
the Ragnarok.
I feel like you'd get upset with Black Panther for different reasons.
Why?
Just
You calling me a racist?
a little bit.
Because fine. Listen,
Well, just like, never mind. You'll see. One day you'll watch
You'll
it.
enjoy it.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for it to go on Netflix. Oh wait, it's not going to happen anymore. Great.
Yeah.
So I got to pay for that other service.
Whatever. One day when you catch up and you want to watch Infinity War, I bought it already, so you can just come over and watch it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought it over the weekend. We watched that again. It's pretty good.
You know what?
I watched Black Panther fucking twice over like the last week though, so I'm not watching it anytime soon.
That's fine.
So if you want to watch it,
just give me your fucking voodoo code or whatever.
I don't have Voodoo.
Oh god damn it!
Sorry, dude.
God damn it! I keep buying like all these $2 movies because they give you like this thing where it's like, oh, if you have the barcode, you can pay $2 and you'll get this movie for just transferring over to digital. And I'm like, well, shit, let's see what I got. So I bought 13 Hours, which is great, and then I bought A Quiet Place, which is great.
I've been thinking because I really
John
like.
Krasinski collection.
I really like having like digital movies.
He's got such range.
does.
Yeah. What?
And I really like having digital movies, and I've been thinking about like buying the physical movie because they usually come with a digital code, and just like I kind of feel like
Give me the code.
because like I have no, I want the code.
Fuck.
But what I'm thinking is like
I'll take this.
I like sharing stuff with you guys that I think is like good, and it's like I genuinely like want you guys to try it out and see if you like it. It's not like oh this is trolling. I'm gonna have you watch it. Like I Sobi also about to say, hey,
Like
you watch
like when I gave you
anime?
Green Room, you still haven't seen it.
Whatever. But my point is, like I want to start buying physical media and like keeping the digital codes for myself and like making a library for my friends to just like have them check out shit.
You have your library card,
something like that. I'd have everyone have like their own specific thing they have to bring in and like swap with me.
like a driver's license.
So, not a driver's license, but I'd like make like a custom card for somebody or whatever. Be like, oh, this is your fucking library token, and it has your face on it.
I think technically that's piracy.
An old
Is
heater.
that piracy?
I don't know.
Just sharing is piracy?
Everything's piracy.
Okay, whatever. Then fucking whatever. I don't care.
Pirate.
I was gonna say if they were to make all the Neon Genesis and
If
Evangelion
you
movies more
bought this
viable,
if you bought this movie and have friends over, that's piracy.
it
Those
is
friends
piracy.
didn't pay for
Remember they did that for the
I
Xbox
know.
360
I
like
know.
Netflix thing. That was so good. It was such a bad idea for them.
it. That was actually like less piracy because everyone had to have Netflix to watch that.
At first you didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
at first
well.
you didn't.
Anyway,
That's what, because
Back to
I
video
got
games.
Netflix back when everybody else.
I
did
missed that. Just the group watch thing.
Yeah, all we did was throw popcorn at this. It was fucking.
that's how I watched Machine Girl. That was a good movie.
Oh.
Which one's Machine Girl?
It's the one with the
Is that the Japanese movie?
yeah. The girl,
I remember we watched that
the
together.
girl had the Gatling
and we were
gun
like,
leg. Yeah, that was when like I was like I think that's what got me Netflix.
yeah, me too.
yeah,
Because
I think
we watched it in like October.
I think I like threw up watching that. That
That
thing
movie
was
awesome.
gross.
Oh, it's so good.
It's cool.
She cuts off the mom's head and like deep fries it or whatever. Oh, I thought tempura face.
The chick with the chainsaw leg at the end just cuts that other chick in half, I think.
No, she doesn't have a chainsaw. She has one of those like ball and chain things, right?
I don't know.
Is that something like
like
that?
a
I don't
fucking
know.
Morning Star.
I remember drill tits.
Oh no, that's
I don't know. Oh yeah, Drill Tits was good.
I don't remember that at all.
Drill Tits? No, well.
Yeah, it was certainly something.
It's Ween Doodoo.
But no.
Wow.
Great.
I'm only as much a weeaboo as I allow myself to be.
Yeah.
I tell you guys, this weird renaissance of bullshit I've been dealing with is fucking people are like
The Renaissance of Bullshit
a renaissance of bullshit
by Churro.
is
Chapter 1.
I've been getting catcalled more lately. It's not even
What?
like, hey, I'm like, because I walk everywhere, right? And it's like, hey, big guy, you play ball?
fat ass.
No, it's not even like mean. It's just like,
Walk enough?
hey, you're tall. And I'm
Hey
just
man,
like,
you missed the
uh-huh.
bus.
They're like, do you play
What are you getting
sports?
called by Ryan Scott?
Hi, you're tall. You're tall. I'm just like,
Nebula's just like, hey.
I'd like, so,
Oh man, I haven't seen Nebula in a while. Good to see you again.
yeah, hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Thank you for having me in
Oh
studio.
my god, it's Nebula. I can't believe I got all stretched out by Thanos and fucking Infinity War. It's crazy.
Oh, gape. But there's not the ways you think. But yeah, just it was just so weird. Just
So tell me
and then
about-
it even just happened like one day. It just kept happening multiple days with different people. I'm like, am I wearing a fucking sign or something?
Am I wearing a thong today?
Ooh.
Does my ass look big in
I'm
this?
wearing my heels. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
How often has that been happening?
For like the past like week.
Really?
Yeah. Like it just happened. I was like, oh, all right.
So
Did you bathe in that week?
Huh?
Did you bathe in
Did I bathe?
Yeah. I just wondered if you're like releasing a spore.
Are you victim blaming me right now?
So tell me what you were wearing.
My
Was
work
it your-
uniform.
Yeah, did you ask for it?
Your
Jesus
Wendy's
Christ.
uniform?
It was like either way I'm wearing my
Maybe
uniform or
just
just
like-
what I'm usually wearing, just like shorts
This is
and a
like
shirt.
the worst episode we've done because we're being so mean and racist. It's fine. So
Worst
you're-
episode we've done so far.
so far. Okay, so you're wearing your fucking Wendy's uniform.
It's either I
And
mean
your
I've
thong,
worn
apparently.
several things, but it's like it happens at different times during the day because I'm always out and about.
You have like 2 streets that you cross, so I don't believe it happens multiple times.
It's happened a couple times on that same street.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Because like school just got out. Mm-hmm. So wait, no. When does
There's like this lady that like leaned out and like whistled. I was like, all right. And then
So you
they
should
like,
probably be driving instead of.
yeah, there's definitely that.
You should play Michael Jackson's Street Rocker when you're walking down the street.
Oh, I was like about to do that weird lean
I love
thing
that
he
song.
does.
You ever listen to that song? I love that
Street
song.
Rocker?
Street Walker.
I don't think so. It's
That's
been
good.
a long time.
It's a real good song.
That's my mutant name, Streetwalker.
Yeah, it's a less popular song of his.
Yeah, I believe it
I
because
would
it's
say.
not on Thriller and it's not on
Thrilled.
basically anything else.
I
That's
think
all
it is,
people listen
actually.
to. Is it on Thriller?
I think it's on Bad.
Okay, yeah.
Bad was good.
Hang on.
Bad is still good. Speaking of people that were really experimental, changed up their styles, and were completely successful the entire way through.
Mm-hmm.
MJ, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Except not.
Also, like post death was still good.
Yeah, he was good.
Did you listen to that album?
Yeah.
The second one though. It's called Escape.
Escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best song on that album is a cover though.
What's the cover of?
It's A Horse with No Name. It's called A Place with No Name. It's a good song.
It was good. It was very good.
You never heard that song before?
No.
I'll play it.
No, not right now.
No, we're gonna get pulled off YouTube. We're just doing everything
YouTube?
wrong this time. Literally everything.
Ryan hasn't put this on YouTube in like a month.
I have, but they're all private.
Oh Christ!
There's
Why?
like 10 albums. There's like 10 albums. There's 10 videos on there, but they're all private.
We're all experimental. That's why nobody listens to.
I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but
I'm not gonna
just,
start like T-posing here to make us popular.
just listen to the beginning of the song.
Michael, are you here?
He's in studio.
It's like he's here with us.
Yeah. Yeah. Haven't got pulled off yet.
That's something I didn't notice though.
What?
It's like
Hey, wait. It's so good.
Are you down with it yet?
fuck. It's no. Okay, I get it.
That
That's
shit's
good.
dope. I love that shit.
That's great.
Sorry.
No, I was saying
MJ.
it's like that's one of the things I noticed is that as he got older, he started placing a lot more of his lyrics with. Yeah,
It's like death cough.
I know. Well, yeah,
His what?
his death rattle. Rest in peace. Or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if we're good on him or not because there was that whole shit going on. But
Separating artists from their work.
Yeah.
sure, yeah. But he was having a hard time separating himself from his work.
From his children, more like.
Yeah.
Or other children.
The
The monkey. Bubbles.
The monkey's uncle. Or the monkey's fist. I don't think I have bad on here. That's weird.
That
That is
weird.
weird.
There was some
a good album.
some music. A lot of people haven't listened to the new stuff, which is really really weird. That's surprising.
That one song you did with hang on, who is that?
The one he did with Chris Tucker.
Yeah, Chris Tucker.
You Rock My World.
Rock My World. Yeah.
That was for Rush Hour 3, I think, or 2. Either way, that was a banger.
That
Fucking
video is
slammer.
Marlon Brando in it.
Yeah.
It did. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
That song's really dope too. Off Invincible, which nobody listens to.
Yeah, nobody. Is that the one? Is that the one where he's got like the fucking like Saturn rings around his head?
No, that's
That's like-
Escape.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's
Yeah.
one. That's what I'm thinking
This
about.
is,
He's got like a fucking like a jacket that goes all the way up to his face. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's right. Chris Tucker, man. Speaking of experimental, that man.
Just speaking of experimental the whole time.
I wanna watch Rush Hour again.
Yeah.
I watched those recently.
I need to buy
They
them.
haven't aged well.
Really?
I mean, they have, but like you couldn't put those out today. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. None of the movies that we enjoy you could put out today.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
You put out a mask today, probably.
The Mask?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, think so? Like why? What for?
Because he does like all those caricatures of like other races and shit.
Does he?
Yeah, he does the Moroccan
The Cuban
guy.
Pete thing.
I love Cuban
But
Pete.
it's showtime, show tunes. It's
Listen,
fine.
Yeah.
listen. I understand, Churro. I'm not the one with the problem here. All right, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm like
You
like
look
the
it.
neighborhood bike. I'll get around
Oh,
with whatever
God.
you want.
Oh, no.
But the problem is, see, that's a joke you can't make today. Whoops.
Yeah. God forbid you offend
It's
bikes.
sexist against bikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
You can't run a train
Wait,
on a
where
bike.
the fuck is this song?
Or can you?
What? You can't
What?
run a train on a bike?
Yeah. Or can you?
Yeah. Haven't you seen those rentable bikes nowadays?
Anyways,
Anyways.
that scared the shit out of me when it just started happening. I thought it was like a bait bike. I'm like, I'm not even touching this thing.
I love the. I
I'm
love.
like, I
those
got on
videos.
the other side of like the street just in case I got like swatted or something. I got so scared.
Nobody's gonna swat you for.
Well, I didn't know.
I didn't know, Eric. I was
Wink,
just trying to
wink,
be safe.
Wink. They just appeared one day,
Yeah.
and they just like. But the first time I saw it, it was like 3 a.m. So I was like, "What the fuck is this fucking mimic
Ghost
doing
bike.
out here?"
Oh, it's on this. It's not even on the regular album. It's on the 25th anniversary edition.
Oh, bad.
Yeah. Also starts off good. Hang on.
I forgot how much Ryan loves Michael Jackson.
I
It's
love it.
good.
He died like 10 years ago now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's been a long ass time.
Almost 10 years ago. He died when we graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Happy graduation gifts, fellows.
thanks, Michael
They
Jackson.
got him.
I love Michael
Fuck,
Jackson
dude.
ever since I was a kid. My mom has video of this somewhere too. It's really bad.
Did you have a hat?
I forget. I gotta look up the song now. I forget. It was just bad.
Some like sleeveless shirts.
No.
Oh.
What? The only sleeveless shirt I ever had was AC/DC.
ACDC is cool.
I love AC/DC.
How do you feel about Guns N' Roses?
How do I?
I love Guns N' Roses.
They're all right.
They're great.
I only like the one album, which
The one
most
album.
people do.
The one that has November Rain in
or
it?
whatever. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No, is that November Rain in it?
I don't know.
November Rain's a good song.
It is a good song.
It's like 11 minutes long, but it's fucking awesome.
It's a fucking ballad. Sorry.
Have you seen the video for that?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's good. Wait, are you talking about the video that has like fucking the movie? What's that movie? Deep Impact? No, is it Deep Impact?
Deep Impact.
What am I thinking? No, that's wow, that's Aerosmith. What am I thinking of? Yeah, I know which one. It's got like Slash playing the fucking guitar with his violin thing.
Yeah.
What?
Slash hasn't changed at all, has he?
No, he's a static point in time.
Do you think he dyes his hair?
I don't think so.
Or
I think it's just still that black.
do you think it's a wig?
I don't like it just comes. It's part of the hat.
So when I was a kid, I was like 4 years old, and we had the movie Free Willy.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Okay.
And like before that movie starts, like after you watch all the previews or whatever, because it's on VHS and you can't fucking fast forwarding is annoying.
Ryan Hess and this big ass fish.
No, yeah, but before that, they would have a thing with just Michael Jackson on stage, and like it would show like clips of the movie before the movie.
Yeah.
And it was the song "Will You Be There," and I used to like sing along with that and like dance to it when I was like 4 years old. My mom has like on her camcorder or something has like from fucking 1994 or whatever has like video of me doing that. I love that shit.
See, my grandma has that of me, except it was Selena.
That's a fucking great singer. I don't give a shit
Yeah.
what you say.
But yeah, I don't know.
She died too young.
Yeah, she got.
Yeah, the bride. She got murdered.
She got murdered.
She got fucking killed by her.
She got gooned on.
Yeah, she got fucking. I hope the camera was on you. He said,
Nope.
damn it.
Sorry.
Why are we talking about music this time?
I don't know. It's catchy.
It's a good music episode. It's catchy.
Anyways, what did you play anything this week? No, you said you were going to.
Yeah, I
but
was
you
trying
did
to, but I
not.
completely
Sebastian
forgot.
says Michael Jackson was awesome, or fucking awesome. Rest in peace. Yeah,
Fucking.
I agree.
Oh fuck, we're gonna get taken off YouTube now.
Why?
Because they
You
know.
said fuck.
Because we
Oh,
said
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
Can only say it on TV.
yeah. Nowadays, at the very least.
What am I looking for?
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Which?
It has been a long week.
Has it?
That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
What's happened to you?
Oh, remember how like somebody backed into my car
Uh-huh.
like 2 weeks ago or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I finally had to do the police report and insurance report and all that shit. Dumb. I hate doing that shit. I was gonna fix it myself. They don't let me.
They're like, how fucking dare you?
Yeah,
Bummer.
they're like,
They
no,
like
you-
drop the fucking plunger. And
They're like, just let us pay for it. I'm like, no, stop. Mhm. What are you gonna play next, Ryan? I know you have a list.
Mahjong 2.
Despacito too.
Double mahjong. No,
Double Mahjong.
I'll never get 3 other friends that want to learn how to play real mahjong. So
You're correct.
That's
I'm sorry.
yeah, I thought about like buying my own tiles.
Just make them yourself,
Nah,
like a true
no,
weirdo.
because I'm not gonna buy real mahjong tiles to play by myself. I can just do that on the iPad.
You don't want to hear the clack clack.
Yo, is that's the one that has like the weird like pointy shaped?
Yeah, you shape it like a turtle. It's the turtle formation.
Excuse me?
It's like
It's turtle.
it's like that.
It's not a turtle.
It's a turtle.
Yeah, it looks like a
It's
turtle.
a fat house.
It's a turtle.
It's not a hat.
turtle.
Oh my god.
What?
You finally live in a house now. You're an expert in them. Now?
Turtle.
Yeah.
Turtle.
Turtle.
Turtle. All right. Anyway, what am I doing?
What else you got? What else are you playing?
Good
next?
question.
I don't know, man. Like it's, I gotta like find I gotta want to play games again.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like
I go through that all the time.
I keep seeing that game Dead Cells, which is supposed to be coming out soon,
I heard about that.
and it's like it's been in early access forever, and I
Yeah.
guess it's finally out and it looks fine. I don't know. It's on Switch. I think I might check that out.
There was some like
Yeah,
shit going down with it.
the IGN review was like plagiarized or some shit.
That was really funny.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of funny shit in video games lately, and it's like I posted a thing about one of the news articles I saw, and I copied and pasted it, and I was just like, we don't cover video games on this show anymore because like we can't keep up with jokes this good. And it's that they're putting Negan from The Walking Dead in Tekken 7.
I saw that.
Fucking garbage.
Okay, so remember man, Tekken used to be so cool.
Nope.
They were
That's
like,
not true.
oh, we have like all these actual quote unquote actual like martial artist type deals. You know,
Like
they have-
Yoshimitsu.
yeah, that's it. And the bear, what's the fuck?
Kuma.
And Kabuki Joe. Oh boy.
Kabuki
And
Joe.
these are like,
The
oh, these
Kabuki
have
guy.
actual like fighting styles.
That
that are- they're
Japanese
cool.
guy and the other one that's his grandpa,
and they're the same one.
and they kick him into the volcano at the
And then he
end.
turned into a devil.
You talking about Heihachi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how he dies.
Yeah, he gets shoved into a volcano.
Yeah. Shoved in,
Oh, I'm sorry, kicked in.
pushed in,
Whatever. Regardless.
poop shove.
Push it.
Push it real good. Now we're gonna get
So okay, so you have a problem. Wait, okay,
Push
so,
it. Sorry.
so I think that this
Salt and pepper's here.
I think this opens up a whole new world for the for the Walking Dead franchise. That means you can have like actual.
Yeah,
you can
that's
just
what they need.
Fuck with everything else that they've established because they need a fresh start. That's
I
for
would
sure.
love to be. I would love
That
to
show
watch
hasn't ended yet, has
season
it?
10 of The Walking Dead, and Heihachi just strolls in and just fucking
He's
like,
just punching zombies.
cyclone kick zombies or something. Whatever that fucker does. I don't know.
Cyclone
I don't know Tekken. It doesn't
He has
matter.
electric powers for some reason.
Whatever.
Nobody
But then
knows
use
Tekken.
that with. They never came out with Tekken versus Street Fighter, did they?
I don't
No.
think so.
They
Of course
came. They
not.
came out the inverse, but they didn't come out with the 3D Street Fighter. or
Why would you
whatever.
make another version but worse?
I don't know. But I just want a reason to bring Street Fighter characters to The Walking Dead.
Street Fighter characters?
Street Fighter, yeah, because if you try, because if Tekken's already in it, you've crossed over with Street Fighter, and then you can just go anywhere from there.
That's what I'm saying.
Because so basically, what I'm working on is to eventually have Mario in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Because you've had Street Fighter crossover with Tekken, and then you've had Marvel vs. Capcom, where of course you had Mega Man fighting the guy from Street Fighter, Ryu or whatever his name is, and then of course Mega Man is in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Well, Ryu's
So-
in Smash Brothers too.
It's fine, whatever.
So I mean, the
Yeah,
connection.
I took an extra step. Sorry.
What he's saying is that there's a lot of material
Yeah.
there.
There's
that
a
we
lot
can
of
work-
opportunity for Mario to be in The Walking Dead.
Basically, I want the cause of the epidemic in The Walking Dead to be linked to Iwata's death.
Somebody ate the wrong mushroom.
Somebody couldn't handle his death. Sakurai was just like, it's too much, and released the T virus, or I don't know. I'm just combining video games now.
Hey, you can do that.
I would
So
watch a
nice.
Resident Evil show if they did that.
Sounds the worst.
I think that'd be substantially better than
I,
whatever.
I
the
feel like
fuck.
they've already had 7 movies and they failed at it.
And you know what it would be?
That was because the director's a dickhead.
You know what it would be? It
No,
wouldn't
that's 'cause
even
of
be
and
Mila
the writers
Jovovich.
and the writers and Mila Robovich and then
Robo bitch.
what?
It wouldn't even be any. It would just be the lab show. Like they're like, I want to make a virus. That's the whole thing, and then it ends.
Like a comedy show.
Just be like a really bad Bill Nye.
no, God.
They should make a comedy show, but it's at the Umbrella Corporation. Like,
Bill Nye
labs.
gets like a fuck up assistant. He's just like, I spilled everything. Fuck.
Is this how
we
we
have Ryan Scott there too.
is this how we
twice we
find out
mentioned it.
Bill Nye became Wesker?
I'd be down for that. I want. Did you see? You saw all those movies, didn't you?
What?
The Resident Evil
I
movies.
only saw the third one.
Okay. Well, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
so
only saw the third one?
so the first hour,
Brian had it on at his house one day, and I was like, no, this is happening in front of me.
the first hour and 10 minutes of the first one
Uh-huh.
was Resident Evil enough,
Okay.
and then it was not Resident Evil for like
Then they
10
went
years.
crazy.
It wasn't Resident Evil at all.
All I remember is like like crows attacking a school bus in the third one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the school bus had a flamethrower. Yep.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, just
That
like
she can move with her psychic powers.
Great.
It's fucking God.
they also had Leon in it, but they got just Leon.
I thought you said Leon.
Leon. No,
Yeah.
they had Chris Redfield too, and it was they had
Is Leon
Wentworth Miller.
Is Leon in Hispanic in the disco?
Leon.
Leon. I am Leon.
Shut up.
Leon. Just like fucking.
Yeah, they had Claire Redfield. Oh, yeah, they did have Claire.
I don't
They had
remember
Jill.
Claire.
Jill was in Resident Evil
Wesker
2.
punch.
She looked fine in Resident Evil 2. And then they were like, "Oh, we'll just get rid of her. Don't need her anymore.
It's weird.
We're just gonna keep.
No, they brought her back.
We're just gonna keep Mila Jovovich.
Joe, bitch.
It's
Wait.
so bad.
They brought her back.
They brought her as like the Resident Evil 5 Jill in like one of the later movies. It's so
With the
bad.
bird mask?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
With like the blonde hair and the ponytail. It's
I
like,
don't know.
oh.
But she was like perfect Resident Evil 3 in the Resident Evil 2 movie.
yeah.
Ah, she had like the blue top and the nice tits
Well,
and the boots and
I've
the,
only seen
Well, just
one
like,
Resident
and the
Evil,
short
and
brown.
I've only played one Resident Evil,
Which Resident Evil did you play?
the 5th one, and I played like halfway through it. I got to the part where like sunbeams try to kill you, and I was like, "This sucks."
were you fighting the tribal?
No,
folk?
well, yeah, when you're in like a fucking Tomb Raider maze.
That was great. I
Sucks
really
ass.
liked that game.
No.
Yeah.
All the games are great, especially
Oh, bless you.
especially 6.
He's allergic to your bullshit, Eric.
Yeah, is that what it is?
I'm allergic to Capcom's bullshit.
But fucking just
I'm
the
gonna
second,
die.
that second movie, like Nemesis thing, like this is totally just me, but like
Nemesis.
his fucking eye thing was on the wrong thing. He didn't have the minigun. It was
Yeah, they
awful.
couldn't give him a minigun. Doesn't she like box him? She like straight up just fist fights him. She breaks her finger. It's the grossest thing. She's like sliding down. She gets her finger caught in a chain link fence, and it just snaps back. And she's like, "Ooh, gotta fix it." It's so annoying. I hate those movies. Those movies actually, I should be fair. The first movie made me scared of zombies forever, because I just didn't like
Not
it.
the
It was-
game?
No, the movie made it more real. It seemed like.
Yeah.
And then and then I watched the rest, and I was like, "This is incredibly bad."
That
I'm
Michelle
really-
Rodriguez, and that was real good.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That first movie was the first hour and a half first hour and 10 minutes was fine.
I'm lost. What are you talking about?
The Resident Evil movie, the
I
first
don't
one.
care.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
gotta move on.
Mila Jovovich. Robobitch.
My least favorite JoJo.
That was your-
Jojo Fish.
JoJo bitch.
How do you say her name?
I don't care. Doesn't
Okay,
matter.
Mila Jovovich.
Her name is irrelevant.
Regardless.
My name is not important.
So, and then they made the animated Resident Evil movies, which are great.
Okay.
Those are way better.
Those
yeah.
are ridiculous, and they're fine.
They're so goofy.
Because you got like Leon doing like
He's extra.
yeah, like center action relock on zombies. He's just fucking them up.
He
Oh.
John Wicks the zombies.
He does. It's so good. For no reason. He could have just stayed.
Because
Like,
he's cool.
he could have just stayed, 10, 20 feet away from him because they're.
He doesn't do that in the first animated movie, but it's.
No, I know he
like
doesn't.
from the second one on, he just keeps doing it.
You're talking about Degeneration or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was fine.
I was just like Resident Evil 4 Leon doing shit.
Yeah, but he's still like running on like walls and stuff.
Yeah, but you can see the QuickTime event just coming across.
You need to watch some good movies like Resident Evil Degeneration.
I watched a good movie the other day.
Did you? What'd you watch?
Inside Man.
Wow. With what's it
Clive
called?
Owen.
Clive Owen. Yes.
And the black guy.
Wow.
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington. And Chiwetel
Which
Ejiofor.
is probably his worst movie.
Who? What?
That's Denzel Washington's worst movie.
No.
Yes.
No.
I know Equalizer was pretty
The
bad.
Taking
That's
a Pelham
Denzel,
1, 2,
right?
3 exists.
What?
The Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3 exists. With fucking.
Oh yeah, John Travolta.
Yeah.
John Travolta. He.
That's
looks
not a
like,
bad movie, but it's not great.
It's an okay movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what-
it's
that's
good.
what I
John,
said.
John
That's
Travolta
a-
looks like a.
That's a shorter version of what I said.
What's that dude that does
He,
the
he looks
karate?
he looks like a sad Scientologist that lost his son. Like he plays
Is
in
he
real
not?
life. Yeah, it's exactly what
He's
he's.
a Scientologist.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, his son, not him.
I think he killed him.
Probably. Or the boat did, or whatever they live on. I don't know.
The boat.
With the Scientology boat.
Whatever.
Pumped him full of
Scientology's so
Z
weird.
News.
We're just hitting after everybody this episode.
Fuck him.
Who else do we got?
That's the plan.
Ew.
God damn it.
What? Wait, you're going to Florida, man. That's where they all
Wait, I
live.
thought we were making fun of John Travolta.
Yeah. Okay. What?
Denzel Washington. No,
No, he
'cause-
looks like Steven Seagal.
Oh, I got oh, so hang on. We can go back to insulting different people. So I got two black guys mixed up.
What?
Yeah. So I was watching Inside Man and Chiwetel Ejiofor was in it. I was like, wow, Black Panther looks older in this movie than he's. And that's not the fuck
Jesus
Chadwick
Christ.
Boseman.
No, isn't no? He's in
Chiwetel-
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, that's-
Baron Mordo in Doctor Strange is Chiwetel Ejiofor. Yeah. So I got mixed up. No, I get to the point too because I was watching Black Panther with Adrian.
Don't look alike at all.
No. I got no. 'Cause it was really bad because I was
It's young.
I was watching Black Panther with Adrian. I pulled up a picture of Chiwetel Ejiofor and Inside Man. I'm like, does he look older? I was like, fuck.
Was she like, yeah, he does?
She totally played it along. Like she tried to like. She was like a total sweetheart. She was like, yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. You fucking.
He's like,
just-
yeah, Ryan,
Yeah.
you fucking 90-year-old man. Go play your mahjong.
I'm sorry. I realized it after. I even brought it up to her after. I'm like, that was real good of you to not call me out on this shit, but I'm gonna let you know that I fucked up. It was so bad. I was like, oh fuck.
He was great in.
I was
Serenity.
like, to be fair, it's another black guy that has the same the same beginning of the name with a ch, and they're both in the MCU. So whatever.
Yeah, because that's what you were confusing, Ch and Chadwick.
Did you
No,
see
I was-
Anthony Mackie? And he's like, he's extra young.
I confused black and hairline. This is what I confused.
You know, that's not a bad thing to confuse.
No, but Inside Man's a good movie.
That's a great movie.
Yeah,
You felt, I
a
felt
Spike Lee joint, as they say.
Is that a Spike Lee movie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can tell by there's more than one Jewish character, or
Oh,
there's
yeah,
one at all, or whatever.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
And it's
he's got
it's like a
problem with it.
focus.
God, I love that movie.
They also make a joke where they think the Sikh guy is a terrorist.
Yeah,
He's like, I'm a Sikh. They're like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
Oh god.
that movie rules.
Don't freak, we're Sikh. Did you ever hear that?
No.
Well, now you did.
That movie is weird though because like spoilers for 2006. Like I'm not going to spoil exactly how, because I think the how of how that movie works is really cool. But like basically the bad guys get away with the heist in that movie.
Are they really the bad guys? Though?
Whatever. But that's the thing, is like they put in fucking Christopher Plummer as like, oh, I helped Nazis once. So it's like, okay, you have to have somebody to be mad at, because like obviously the thieves are going to win, or whatever, the bad guys in big quotes. But they stopped a Nazi, or they
they caught a Nazi. Yeah.
Even though like he helped Nazis once and then like did good for the rest of his like 80 years.
Yeah, but you do one bad thing, you're
Right,
fucked forever.
Yeah. So
sorry, everybody.
I'm not apologizing for Nazis though. Like,
I know.
But
I screwed a guy out of a good deal on a rifle one time. Sorry.
I don't know about
Guess
that.
you can punch me now.
And they're not even clear on like what he did. It's just like, oh, you helped Nazis, so bad.
He was like,
Which is like, I mean, I
that was
don't know.
like 90% of the population. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
He saw his opportunity, took it. That's what heroes do. That's a Homer.
Don't do
Simpson
this. That's what. That's
line. Yeah.
that's only for bad guys.
We're losing all 3 listeners we have this week.
Because they're too young. They've never seen Inside Man. We have homework for them this week. They have
Sebastian
to watch
Guy's like the same age as us.
I don't know, man.
Whatever.
I don't ask my listeners their age. That just makes it weird. What am I, R. Kelly?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What are you, a cop?
You have to tell me if you're a cop, Eric.
I don't, actually.
It's the law.
I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop. I'm not impersonating a cop or anything like that.
I thought about if I could be a cop for a second, and I was like, nah.
Wow.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems
You'd be like
scary.
one of those New York cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just sits.
Yeah.
Nah.
They just have like a beat they walk. I don't even know if cops walk a beat anymore.
Cops walk beats.
Yeah.
I mean, they must. I don't know.
Cops.
I don't know what they do around here.
No, that's too hot. They don't walk beats
I don't
anymore. That's what happened.
I always thought
Or
cops were
bikes.
cool though.
Cops are great.
They're great.
Love cops.
Every time I go to Dunkin' Donuts and see a cop, I'm like, good job.
You earned it.
I do. I go
Thank you for your service.
Every time I see a cop just chilling in like public or whatever, I go up and I like shake their hand. I'm like, hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's hard to be a cop.
It is
Like,
hard.
Not all of them are shit.
It must suck.
Like any person or any.
When you
job,
walk
not
up to them
everyone's
to be able to go shake your hand, they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like,
shit.
back up, buddy.
Yeah. Well, I'm white, so they don't do that.
Oh.
I've had 2 run-ins with cops.
Yeah.
One was really bad. One was okay.
I've
you
never
knew
done-
about the one because I was going over to your house when that happened, and I got stuck yelling at I got stuck arguing with that cop for like an hour. And you were like, "Where are you?" I was like, "I'm yelling at a cop."
The only bad run-in I've had with a cop is the one that scared me after I watched Hereditary.
He's like, "Whoa."
Oh, the one right there.
He was like, "Be careful in your haunted house alone tonight." I'm like, "Ah, fucker." No.
He seems like he'd be cool to hang out with. You should watch Hereditary with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Not with that cop.
Not with that one.
Hashtag not with cops. I don't know. Whatever.
Like not all cops.
Not all cops.
Not with cop.
Yeah. Anyway, questions?
Yeah, let's go to questions. What video game content do we have this week?
No, we have a question from Sebastian Guy.
Oh,
Ooh.
He had this question last week, but he deleted it before I could remember what it was.
the fuck.
Because we were going too long. He was staying up too late. I think he's watching again right now. Hopefully he's watching again. Hopefully I haven't made too much fun of certain people or something. I haven't changed the camera to me at all either, so you don't
It's
know.
all in good fun.
Anyway, his question, he says question for August 7th, but throughout the whole week it said a question for August 8th, because I know when he wrote this question again, rewrote it after he deleted it, it was August 1st for him because it's like 1 a.m, and he wrote it and did the math wrong and had it as for August 8th. I'm just calling him out because he didn't change it till like just now. So
Who gives a shit?
anyway,
Fucking for real. Of all the things to give a shit about, man.
I'm talking directly to him right now.
Okay.
Look, he just said
He's like,
something.
just so you know, you're a bad person.
Oh, he says he's used to subtle racism. Whoops.
Aren't we all?
Anyway,
Orange wheel. Anyways,
wow. He says, "What are some of your?" Oh no, he said.
Oh, no.
He said, "What are some of your favorite shows to watch now?" But he said it's favorite with a U, like a Canadian. Like he is. Favorite. No.
oh, I like to watch Canada mess up their language all the time.
Oh.
That's great. It's a good show.
Sorry.
My favorite show to watch.
Yeah.
I love
What
them.
What are some of your favorite shows to watch now?
I like Narcos a lot.
Yeah?
I still rewatch that show all the time.
It's not over yet.
It's over.
Oh,
I
it
mean,
is over?
the 3rd season's over. I don't know if they're gonna do another one.
No. Did they catch whatever his name is?
Well, yeah, you need to watch the 2nd season for that. It's really good.
Oh,
I love
they catch him in the middle.
He's been dead for like 20 years.
What?
The guy?
Yeah.
Fucking
Che
Pablo Escobar?
Guarana or whatever.
Just fruit names for everything. No, Pablo Escobar.
Oh, yeah.
He died like in 1989.
Not in the show though.
No, the show takes place in like 19.
That's what I'm saying. Did they catch him in the show?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, they have to. It's real. It's like based on real
But I
stuff.
figured the show would end when they catch him.
No,
Okay, I don't know how
No,
it
no,
works.
no,
That's
no.
what I'm saying.
that's a spoiler.
Okay,
It's fucking
spoilers
great.
for.
I love that because
show.
that guy from Logan, the bad guy from
He
Logan,
just fucking
he's one of the cops in Narcos, and he's fucking great. And then not Michael Peña, Agent
Michael
Peña,
Winslow? Oh,
Agent Peña, who is played by what's his name, Oberyn from Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Oh, he's so good. I love Agent
oh
Peña.
wow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
You might say I'm a little bit biased because I love Mexicans.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
no, I don't. But I like him. He's great.
He's one of the
Yeah, I
good
was just saying,
ones.
you don't like Mexicans.
We're fine. We're on speaking terms.
Speak Mexicans?
Get it? Because I speak Spanish.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
What about you guys? That's just one.
That's it?
No, I got more. But you guys.
Tell me.
Oh fuck.
He said shows.
You guys got to go. Also.
Yeah, well,
No, we're not
go
going to
for it.
rotate shows because we'll have more than you
Fuck.
probably.
No,
You
that's
watch
not-
like 3 shows. And then
Okay,
you
what
fuck
show?
all day
What
or
show?
whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know what you
I
do.
work all day.
You play with your guns.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so what else you watch?
I watch Garantham on YouTube.
What the fuck is that?
Daddy Garantham.
What?
And then
Not shows, not people.
that's a show.
Oh.
What else do I watch? I watch Top Gear when I can.
Really?
The reruns.
Yeah, you
Oh,
watch
you
reruns?
do you watch the new Amazon show they do?
No.
What the fuck's that
I
called? Grand Tour?
I don't.
Grand Tour. Step into the Dragon Ball GT. That's the opening for that song. for
Is
that
it really?
show. It's
Yeah.
fucking trash.
It's advertisement for.
What?
So you're saying it's advertisement for that from like 20 years ago?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, go watch Dragon Ball GT.
watch
Have
anything
your eyes
Dragon
bleed.
Ball.
Yeah.
I really like Game of Thrones. Obviously, everybody likes Game of Thrones except Churro.
Sure, like Game of
I
Thrones.
like it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you caught up?
Yeah, I watched it with you.
Okay, I don't know.
I watched. Ryan doesn't remember anything.
Yeah, well, yeah, I watched it with you.
What's another one that I? Because I really like the series that are like an hour long. You know, each episode's like an hour long.
Mm-hmm.
So I like True Detective. First and second season. Second season was still good. Wasn't as good as the first one.
Okay.
Obviously, Game of Thrones. I like. I used to watch Weeds all the time.
Okay.
But as far as stuff that I'm currently watching,
Yeah.
it's The Office
Really?
and Arrested Development because I can't get over that show.
The Office?
The Office, yeah, that's fun.
So you're saying all the shows you like aren't currently airing?
Correct.
They don't have a new.
100%.
They don't have a new episode till like next year,
Yeah,
or never again.
I don't think Narcos is gonna.
I
be
actually
anymore.
just watched the series finale for The Office today. I just
For,
put
like,
it on.
the last time
What?
for like the first time you watched it.
No. I just put it on because. Okay, so the TV shows I'm watching to transition. I'm watching Lost with my mom again, for like the third time for me.
Lost.
The TV show, the ABC hit show.
Is this Lost?
Yeah, no. That show was great and still is, but it's also like way too long. Now I'm going back to it. Just because like TV shows nowadays, like they don't have seasons that are fucking 23 episodes long, and this does. Like each season is 23 episodes, and they're all each like fucking 48 minutes.
Yeah, that was back when everybody would actually establish a story.
So, well, no, it's not establishing a story. It's like you get.
It's all filler. You're right.
It. I mean, kinda, but
100%.
some of it's filler. Yes,
Okay.
but the reason for that is because if you get a fucking season on like on a network like that in the early 2000s or whatever, you'd have a full order of episodes. You have to make fucking 23 episodes of a show,
Right.
so you'd have to fill it with something. Yeah.
Right.
So
The only shows I really watch are the ones that are already complete. So
anyway,
like Daredevil.
cool. Daredevil's not complete.
I know, but I'm
Okay.
saying like season.
Fine.
ones.
No, but we were watching Lost, and they're about to meet the others in that show. And then I put on The Office, and there's an episode where Dwight references that when they go down to the warehouse. He's like, "This is remember on Lost when they meet the others." I showed that to my mom. She's like, "That's hilarious," and she didn't realize like how much time had passed in the world. And like I don't know.
Since that episode aired.
Yeah, she was like, "Wow, it's been 10 years since I watched that show," and she felt real old. And I was like, "Well, that's had the opposite effect. I'm sorry." But then I got up this morning. I had Netflix on my TV still because I had just watched that, and I was like, "Oh, I should watch like the last episodes of this show." And I was like, "Oh, this is not very funny, and it's all like dramatic at the end."
It's sad.
It's bittersweet, is what you'd say
I
for the last episode.
Bittersweet.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fine.
What happens in the last episode?
like the documentary that the whole show is aired, and it's like a year later, and they get together for like a meet and greet, and like a bunch of characters are in like different positions, and it's like, oh,
Cool.
it's a year later.
All right.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet.
The best part of that whole thing, besides what the fuck is Michael Scott's actor's name?
John Krasinski?
No.
Oh, no.
Michael Scott.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, we can't think of it.
Isn't it John something or other?
No.
40-year-old virgin. What the fuck's his name?
I can't remember his
Wow. How embarrassing for us.
Whatever.
But he comes back, and it's just like it's a good thing because he hasn't been on the show for like 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But the best part of that episode is they have the temp guy that comes back, Ryan, his name is, and he has like a baby he just like off screen had a baby over the course of the last year or whatever, and like meets up with the Indian chick. That's like that's just like her character is basically just Indian chick, whatever. And she's like engaged with some other guy or whatever, and like they've had like an on and off thing in that show, and then like. The guy she's with is like a pediatrician or whatever. He's like, oh, I think my baby's sick, and like he's like, can you watch him or whatever? And then like they just like leave together without and like ditch the baby with that guy. So like they leave that guy and his baby, and then like the baby gets headed off to fucking the red-haired chick from Doctor Who. I don't know. It gets weird. It's a good show,
all right,
but it went on too long, like 2 years too long. But like for actual like shows that I'm watching like ongoing or whatever. That are like real shows. So the best show on TV currently, besides I guess Game of Thrones, is fine. It's gotten worse though.
It's not TV.
Huh?
It's HBO.
Come on. What is it?
Fargo is the best show on TV.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. It's like black comedy / like crime drama stuff, and it's like each season's like it's an anthology show. So each season has its own story. First season is God, I can't remember that guy's name at all. Martin Freeman and God, the guy that fucking wore Angelina Jolie's blood on his necklace.
What?
The fuck's that guy's name?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah. Sorry.
The fuck?
Sorry, I only have certain,
like
I have certain
cancer
things that
You could have said literally anything else.
whatever.
Bad.
So the first season is like that Billy Bob Thornton's like a contract killer, and like he like accidentally like tells that guy he wants his wife dead, and then he does it. And like the whole show is just like things getting worse with like miscommunication and shit.
Oh no!
And but like each season takes place in like different decades. It's like the first one's 2006, that era, and the second one's like in the 70s, and the second one is like it's in the 70s, and it's like the founding of the Fargo like whatever that syndicate or whatever the organization, because it's like they're like hitmen or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's really good. So the second season has Patrick Wilson. The guy that was like he's like the main he's in The Conjuring, he's the Exorcist.
Yeah, he's also in Watchmen.
Right. He's also in fucking Bone Tomahawk.
He's also gonna be in Aquaman.
But it's him and fucking Ted Danson are like they're like Minnesota cops, and it's amazing. It's so good.
I love Patrick Wilson.
Yeah, and they're like investigating murders linked to like two different crime families that are like at war with each other. It's awesome. It's so good. It has the guy from Burn Notice is in it.
Oh, I love that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know his real name, but
I don't know
Michael
his name
Weston.
either.
Speaking of Burn Notice, that was actually one of the last shows that I tried to watch as it came out, aside from Dexter, which was
That
shit.
show is bad too.
I really enjoyed it.
I liked it.
He looks, I don't know. He reminds me of my brother.
Burn
for some
Notice?
reason.
Obe?
Yeah.
Burn Notice is good
I don't know
because
why. It just
Burn Notice is good because it has
like go, Obed, go, kill
that
him.
guy from what's his name? The guy from Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck's that guy's name?
We just can't come up with anything.
Names
We're all
there.
retards.
I know. Sorry. Sorry, retards. Oh, thanks, Sebastian. Steve Carell is the guy we couldn't
That's
think of
the
before.
one.
Now tell us Sam Axe's name. It's like, what's his name in Evil Dead?
Ash.
It's
Ash, yeah. What the fuck's his name? Oh, Bruce Campbell.
Bruce
Okay,
Campbell,
got
yeah.
it. Got
The
it.
man.
No, thanks, Sebastian. I got it.
The suit man.
Yeah.
to the king, baby.
But like, and like,
He was so young in that movie.
The third season has like Carrie Coon and fucking
Harry Coon.
Carrie.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. No, but it has the third season's really good because it has Ewan McGregor playing twin brothers.
Oh shit!
And
I know that.
And like one of them tries to rob the other one of like some stamp that he thinks he's owed because of like their inheritance or some shit. And like one of them's like rich and well off, and the other one's just like this. He's not homeless, but he's just like doing much worse.
just some dude from Wisconsin.
No, they're it's Minnesota.
Whatever.
It's different.
I know they got the Vikings there.
Whatever.
The Vikings.
Anyway, third season's good because
Okay.
it has that, and it's just good.
Is the third season already over?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
have to watch that.
And yeah, it's just good watching him play like against himself because he's two different characters in the
Mhm.
show. Yeah, and like the one that's worse off's girlfriend in that show is Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who's
Mary Elizabeth Winstead, isn't she the one from 10 Cloverfield Lane?
mm-hmm.
Oh,
I like her.
she
She's
looks like
good.
she looks like a little boy. I don't know what
Little
it is.
boy.
She looks weird.
Ryan likes elf boys.
I don't like Natalie Portman.
Okay, there it is.
God,
I watched that movie again, by the way.
what?
Annihilation. It
Oh.
bothers the fuck out of me every time I watch
That's
it.
a good movie, but it's not the best Natalie Portman movie.
It is.
No, it's not.
Well, what is it?
Her
The
Highness-
Unprofessional?
Your Highness.
Oh, dude, that movie's fucking. That movie.
That movie rules. What
Okay,
are you talking about?
Listen.
Oh my god.
Leon.
That movie's something.
It's great.
It's fine.
Is what it is.
It's fine.
It has Gary Oldman.
Yeah, it does.
Everyone.
Jean Reno.
Wait, why do you not like that movie?
I don't like Jean Reno. No, I think he's overrated. I think that movie's overrated.
It's good.
That's fine.
Fine.
It's
It's definitely that guy's best movie.
Jean Reno. Yeah, because what else he got? Godzilla.
Everything else he's playing second fiddle like fucking.
He played second fiddle to Matthew Broderick.
Yeah, and
a murderer.
What the fuck's that asshole's name? A murderer. Robert De Niro.
The fuck? Is it storming outside?
I don't know. Close the
Scared
window.
Shit out of
You
me.
scared me when you looked at that. I'm like, I don't want to look.
Anyway, what else? What else is good? Oh, so that's produced by or written and produced by a guy called Noah Hawley,
Okay.
and he's also doing one of the other best shows currently airing on TV called Legion.
I heard that was good.
Legion is really good. Even if you don't like comic book bullshit, it's really good.
It's a comic book.
Yeah, so
Or show?
so Legion is like the most powerful mutant in the X-Men, but it barely has anything to do with X-Men at all.
Okay.
Yeah, like the only thing like there aren't any characters that like cross over or anything that's like, oh, fucking Beast is in this, great. It's like whatever. Like the closest thing you get to that, and I guess it's kind of a spoiler, not really, but like Legion's dad is Professor X. Yeah. So like they kind of get into that.
Was that before he got all
But
paralyzed?
so Legion's cool because
his dick
Legion's cool because like he's the most powerful mutant, and he's also like insane. Like the show starts with him in an insane asylum, and back when he's just called David. But like so Legion is like he's like a really powerful telepath, but he like absorbs other people as personalities in his head. So
it's like real life Elfin Lied.
I don't know, but he has like multiple personalities that he like absorbs, and each one of them has their own mutant powers. So like he just can like trigger different powers if he wants to. It's fucking crazy. It's awesome, and the whole show is just like
Is that an FX show?
yeah.
Okay.
It's a total trip. It's so good.
Okay.
I love that show.
Because like I completely fucking forgot because we watched Breaking Bad, and that was probably the best show that I've seen in a long time.
I feel like I haven't seen anything that tops that since.
It's hard to think about because that show was fucking great.
It also really doesn't have any like low points. It did 6 seasons and it was.
There's that one episode with the fly, which is like the most filler episode ever, but
Yeah.
it's still really entertaining.
But like yeah, and that is just like the whole time through. It's just like it's
Just
like
bam,
beat
bam,
by
bam.
beat is super solid. Yeah, I can't think of anything
Great
that's
show.
like.
What about you, Churro? What do you fucking watch? What animes you watching, Churro?
Not your animes. Oh no, I also just started Mr. Robot.
I need to watch that.
Yeah.
Everybody, because it's got that guy that's gonna play Freddie Mercury.
Yeah,
I'm really interested.
I forget that guy's name. He's like a really weird protagonist though. Like he's like not typical of.
I hear he's like one of those white hat hackers.
Kind of. You just gotta watch it. It's,
Okay.
it's interesting. Yeah, that's a really good show. I haven't gotten. I'm only like 5 episodes in the first season, but it's a USA show.
Okay.
It's on the first 2 seasons anyway, are on Amazon Prime, like streaming. So if you have Amazon Prime, which you probably do, because most people do, you can just get that on whatever Amazon Video or whatever, and just watch it.
Amazon Video.
Yeah, that's just good.
What about you, my dude?
We just actually started something today that I'm actually super interested
Yeah,
in. continuing.
Mindhunter.
Mindhunter.
Oh yeah, you were telling me.
The Raphael from the Discord suggested it to me, and I was like, yeah, let's
thanks
check
for
this
that.
out.
That was cool.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
So
we watched the first episode of that.
about an hour each seems episode. There's 10 episodes, I think.
Yeah, it takes place in like the 70s. It seems like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the first guy that proposed like, oh hey, we should like think about the minds of like killers rather than because killers aren't just like
It's like
they're not doing it for personal gain or whatever. It's just like they have something fucking fucked up in their head.
They're not dogs.
it's like the profiling for serial killers, like how that came about.
Right.
Neat.
Yeah.
I like that.
And it's really interesting too because it's like it's not only them like introducing this concept and like trying to like do that with like criminals or whatever, but they have to like convince their peers that like people aren't just like inherently bad.
Yeah.
Like they're not just born
There's something
bad.
wong with them.
There's something that led them to that point or whatever. And they even it's kind of crazy. Like they lead in the first episode, the guy has like a slideshow or whatever, and he presents to like these police in Iowa that like Manson is like a victim. Yeah, it's really interesting shit. It's kind of crazy because it's just like, oh, like this guy was like beaten and institutionalized throughout his whole life, and like did we as like the justice system like fuck him up worse, kind of thing.
I remember I got
It's
really
super weird.
That's
but
cool. I like that because I remember I got really upset when people were like, "Oh, when Manson died,
Uh-huh.
people were like, not
Just
happy."
very
They were-
recently.
Yeah, just very.
Yeah.
But people were like celebrating the fact that he lived. I'm like, you guys are fucking assholes, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
I'm like, you guys. I like being edgy.
Yeah,
Trust me.
yeah, we know.
Come on.
Like,
You're that
Yeah.
kid from
But
Despicable
But I got
Me 2.
standards.
I,
right?
I am real excited for the Quentin
Might be edgy,
Tarantino.
but I'm
Quentin Tarantino's doing a movie about him.
Really?
Yeah, Manson movie. It's gonna be dope. It's got like everybody in it too. Hang on, let me
Quentin
pull it up.
Tarantino does no wrong. Oh, he does no
So I'm
wrong.
definitely interested in keeping up with that. I'll either watch it on my own, or if you want to make it a thing where we watch an episode a week, we can
Maybe.
do that.
I mean, well, that's the thing though. Is like 'cause we won't be doing that for.
Yeah.
minute.
But besides that, Star Wars Rebels. It's real good.
Is the third season out yet?
Third
That
season
show's
it's
over.
The fourth season, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the
The fourth season just got released to home video, so I'm finally gonna finish it.
Home video.
Home video.
Fucking
You fucking assholes.
Lord. I don't know. I'm finally watching Attack on Titan season 2. I
Yeah?
didn't. Okay, so I was dumb.
I stopped in season 1.
Listen, I was dumb because I didn't realize that the first season technically is like 25 episodes.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, oh, that's season 1 and season 2. Great. I watched season 2, and then season 3 came out, and I played the first episode, and I'm like, I don't remember this at all.
Yeah.
So I went back and I saw. I'm like, oh, I was dumb. For like 2 years, I've been wanting to see more new Attack on Titan stuff,
Mhm.
and it turns out that I had 12 episodes to watch the whole time.
Wait, what?
So
Did you watch season 1 just twice?
no, I watched episodes 1 through 25,
Yeah,
and that's season 1.
That's season 1.
And then episodes 26 through like 38 or whatever is season 2.
7.
37, yeah,
Yeah.
it's like season 2. But I thought that I'd watch season 1 and 2 by watching episodes 1 through 25 because I thought they were all 12 seasons.
Because,
Or 12 episodes.
Because some shows do have 12 episode seasons and they stop.
Yeah,
It
that's
just
what,
depends
that's what
on
I
if
was
they
thinking
get-
about.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit,
That
there's like this
happens
whole
with
other
anime
thing.
a lot. Yeah,
That was really, really annoying.
it just depends.
This is why I don't like anime. 'Cause I get confused.
Just ask one of us or ask Sebastian.
I'll ask Sebastian.
Yeah.
He knows all about my favorite titty shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so are you caught up on that now?
Now I'm like 4 episodes into season 2. So
Okay.
no, like 6. I just found out. Like I knew who the colossal titan and the armor titan were.
Yeah.
But I just got to that part.
Spoilers for like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I finally got to that part. I'm
You,
like,
haven't, you,
oh
haven't,
shit!
you haven't gotten to cross-dressing Armin trying to.
No, I've not.
You haven't gotten to Kenny the Ripper.
No.
Kenny.
Who's the best character in that show? Oh, it's Connie.
Connie?
Connie's the best character. The bald dude.
What?
Oh.
He
He's
sucks.
so cool. I
He's
like
a
him.
fuckboy.
It's like how Sasha's
No,
the best
wait.
girl.
The fuckboy is
Potato girl.
Gene or whatever, like the horse face.
Oh,
I hate that guy so much.
Gene.
Yeah.
Which one's Gene?
He
Horse
has, like-
face.
He has,
Just
the,
like-
he has the hair that's like shaved here, and it's like weird brown.
Didn't that dude die?
No, his friend Marco died.
Marco.
Oh, right. Yeah, Marco
Yeah.
died. That's a good show. I'm really
Attack on
happy.
Titan?
Yeah, I'm really happy
Yeah.
about that show.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's like fodder, entry level, whatever.
It's good.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's very enjoyable.
It's not worth reading though. It's better.
I can
It's better
imagine.
to watch. It's well animated. The art style is incredible
It's
too.
just the art style is really good, but it's just so jarring to see. I don't know what it is
Yeah.
because like whenever I see people get eaten piece by piece,
Yeah.
it bothers me. Maybe
In
it's,
bites.
maybe that's just me.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that dude's getting the top of his head chewed off. I'm like, that's gross.
Yeah.
Because there's that
Yeah.
particular
Well,
part.
I mean, they're in like episode 7 of the first season or whatever, when the main kid gets eaten. or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. And
I was like, okay.
he loses like an arm and a leg.
yeah,
or whatever.
that part got me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
That got me too. I was like,
that's
holy
it for
fuck.
him.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, spoilers. He's
Yeah.
a fucking Titan.
It's
Not
good.
spoilers.
I really,
not at all.
And I really like that
Yeah.
little Titan. What's her name? Ymir or whatever.
Ymir. The
Ymir, yeah.
dancing Titan is what they
Yeah,
call
that was
her.
cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
I was like, she's like a little monkey.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't really watch shows. Like I said, I watch movies.
That gets good though. You should get caught up on that.
Okay.
Attack on Titan, because it gets to the point where there's like civil war and like they start fighting humans, and it's interesting shit. Like it gets like really like the politics in that show is
It's
pretty
good. It's a
interesting
good
stuff.
show.
Yeah, just from what you showed me, I think I'm interested in checking it out. So
Yeah. Kenny the Ripper.
It's on. It's
There's a character called Kenny the Ripper, and he like slit like 1,000 or not 1,000, like 100 throats of like the military police. Like he was like an urban legend in their town.
Oh.
Or in like the Wall Maria or whatever.
Yeah.
Not Wall Maria, but whatever.
Walrose.
But like basically he shows up later on and like he has the same gear as them, but he has guns instead of swords.
Hell yeah.
And like they're just like big, like it's like the barrels of his guns. He has to like reload the barrels because like there's the big air tanks that just fucking blow holes and shit. It fucking rules.
rad.
It's so
I'm
good.
gonna have to watch that tonight.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Just,
I'm glad.
just get caught up. It's
I'm really, really happy
so
with that
dope.
show. It's exactly what I wanted. But I don't like waiting for episodes anymore. I'm that guy. I got jaded. I'm like, I don't want to wait. I'll just wait till it's all.
I would say at least watch like seasons when they're done.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. That's what I had to do with like Narcos.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I love that fucking show.
See, this reminds me of just like I've been wanting to watch a bunch of robot shit, like giant robot, like anime shit lately, and I'm just like, let's see what I missed in Gundam, and there's so much, like
You
so
missed,
many
like,
shows.
7
There's so many
there's
shows
like a bunch
now.
of spin-offs and shit.
It's
It's
like
weird.
fuck, so I'm just gonna rewatch Gene Gundam and be happy.
G Gundam.
It's real good. That's a really good one. What's wrong? Okay.
Eric can only handle one mech show, and it's Attack on Titan. Flesh mechs.
Kill yourself.
It basically is.
Neck myself.
Mech yourself.
Ooh.
Titans.
Ooh.
Anyways, what's the
Spot my
next question?
Titan.
Thank you for the good question. That was like an hour.
Spoilers, all Titans are human.
Yeah, for real. But that was kind of obvious, though.
Yeah.
Always.
That's why they hit the nape of their neck, because there's humans inside.
Yeah.
That's the weak point.
I got that.
Spoilers. Anyway, Attack on Titan's good.
Nice.
Everyone should watch that shit. Some guy got on our Twitter and like posted a YouTube link, and I don't know how to delete it, so I'm just gonna leave it there.
He got
Hopefully
on
it's
our
not
Twitter?
bad.
Or he got on our
It's
whatever.
Twitch, right? Sorry.
I got a snap.
I don't want to even look
fuck.
at
Thoughts be thoughtin'. Leave me alone.
it. Oh no.
Anyways, what's the
Forward it
next
to your
one?
secretary.
Yeah.
Other questions.
thoughtin'.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions. Shit.
Yeah.
Niall has
Yeah.
3 questions.
Mm.
He says, yo. Was the hype around Octopath Traveler deserving?
I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, I enjoy it when I play it. I just haven't had the urge to play anything.
It's
so.
just it seems like it came out at a weird time when nobody's
Summer?
really. Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird because it's like summer comes around. It's like, oh, I have all this time to play games. Like, I don't want to play anything. It's summer.
It's because we're not kids anymore.
It's also hot, and I don't want to do anything. I just
Yeah.
want to die when I get home
No, it's
or
it's
swim. But there's
it's
kids
a
in
really
the
good game, but it's I'm at the point where I don't really like to talk about the game because it's just I don't know. It's a JRPG. It's just a JRPG.
pool. I like it, but I wish I only had to play half of it.
It's pretty long.
Well, no, just like I don't want to do a whole thing with like 4 other characters I have to like cycle out. Like I wish I could just have the 4 characters and just be like, okay, this is my whole party.
Quadropath Traveler.
Yeah, I don't know. Or like I almost want to play it and get through, and then like I want to do the whole story for the first 4 characters, and then just like go back and like get the second 4 characters and do their story.
You could do that.
I could do that, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
I also like the idea of just having Ulbrich just be like the fucking like the powerhouse through like everyone's story. Like do his story first and just have him do everyone else's story.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Oberich is my first character because that's what
Me
I
too.
did in the demo, and I really liked the story. Well, I mean, the story's boring, but I like him as a character. He's very blank slate.
Yeah, his story is very like by the book.
Very much
Yeah.
so. I get it.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's neat.
It's
But-
like it's just hard to talk about.
But
Like,
going back to what you asked forever ago about what game I'm playing next, like Guacamelee 2 comes out in like 2 weeks, so
oh yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be dope.
That nuts. Nobody got that coin that's like the size of a coffee desk, so I can't. It's hard to talk about. You know, I can't make assumptions on gigantic coins.
It's not a giant coin.
It's a fucking huge coin. Did you see it?
It's like the size of a dollar
It's
coin.
the size of that love sack. It's big. I can sit on it.
I don't have my dollar coin. That explains all the bad luck.
How's that bird?
Oh, it's out.
It's out.
I released it yesterday.
From
I
life.
thought you had to take it in because it couldn't be out.
It couldn't be out at first.
What did you do?
I
Gave
put it in a
wings?
cage.
You
I put
nursed
it-
Red Bull.
Yeah, I nursed it back to health, and then it flew away.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
it was probably because those birds a fucking bird show. Those
Whatever.
birds like can fly away like 14 days, 15 days old, and that bird's probably like 9.
Oh,
So when I had it, picked it up Tuesday, released it Monday, that would have been like 6 days. So I put it right at 15.
dope.
Yeah, I just kind of fed it a whole bunch. Had to force feed it because it didn't trust me. It's like, I don't trust you to eat. I'm like, well, I'm not going to let you starve. So I grabbed it by the fucking neck. Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I grabbed it like this, and those birds don't. So when birds are weird, when they're hungry,
Yeah.
some birds will actually open up their mouths and they'll be like, feed me. And then other birds, and other birds don't do that. And that one that I had was a dove. So you're supposed to like put your hand like this. And stick it right over their beak, and once their beak is between
Two fingers.
two fingers or something like that,
Or something.
they'll actually open up their mouth so you can feed them. So I'm grabbing this fucking bird like this, and it opens up its mouth, and I get like I cut a straw in half, and I just had it full of bird shit, whatever the fuck they eat, and I just started pouring it inside its mouth, and it was fine. And it did that.
I feel like I've heard the same story as like a euphemism for the last woman Churro was with.
Hey, man.
Sorry, I just had to make a joke.
nice.
Anyway,
But yeah, I released it yesterday, and it flew away. It's fine.
great. Anyway,
It's a baby.
speaking of nothing that we're talking about, nobody cares about Octopath Traveler. It's good, but
It's
whatever.
good, but it's hard to talk about.
It's sold 1 million copies. It's good. It's past the quality.
It's
check or whatever. Yeah, it's hype. It's hype because there's nothing else.
That's true.
Also, but I mean, it's also just good on its own.
Mhm.
But it couldn't stand up in like a fucking November rush or something.
No, absolutely not.
But anyway,
It's too slow a game.
yeah. He also says, yo. He says, with Better Call Saul coming back on the air, he says, what are some of your favorite spin-off shows? What a weirdly specific thing.
That's a very weirdly specific thing.
How many spin-off shows are there? Let me look.
There's Frasier.
They made
That's like the only one I can think of.
I Are Baboon and I Am Weasel became a thing from
for
Cow
like
and
the
Chicken.
longest. Like for like that was a long ass
That was
time ago.
yeah, it was red. This is a
I
spin-off
want to
show.
find a real answer. Hang on.
I never watched the spin-off show because I tried to watch Joey and that kind of soured me forever.
Joey was fun,
Oh
but
my
like they couldn't keep it
God.
on the show because
No, 'cause
NBC cancels everything.
Yeah, but they were fucking. He was turning gray.
So
Kind of ruined it.
it was still the same character.
He would always be making the joke in the show. He's like, I don't want to be like a what was it? A type like 39-year-old man. He says, and still be single. But it
That
turns
is-
out he was.
That's hilarious.
He was turning gray.
That is funny.
That man, Matt LeBlanc, cannot age, man.
He aged great.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
He
he's
ages
so
well.
fucks.
He doesn't age because he's got like
Just looks the
he's got like
same.
the best smile and like the best reaction images. So I've got like 20 of his face, 20 pictures of his face as like reaction images.
I
Like
see.
the best thing. I have one that says
I
like
always-
top fucking percent.
I tell people that Ninja Turtles are a spin-off from Daredevil, but no one believes me.
Why?
It's the
Why?
same ooze made them. That blinded Daredevil made the Turtles. And they have to fight the Foot Ninja Clan instead of the hand.
Oh
You know?
my god.
Hey, isn't that? Did you learn something today?
I did.
Yeah, look at
I'm
that.
so sad.
Shredder's so cool.
I'm so sad. Why do you think Shredder's cool? Sure.
He's like an evil samurai.
He's made of knives. Of course, he's cool.
He is made of knives.
Dude,
I didn't watch the. Excuse me. I didn't watch the movies,
you didn't have to. I didn't either.
but I love the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
So you saying it wasn't worthwhile?
I
You
don't
didn't
know.
even watch them. What the fuck do you know?
I watched.
What about you, Ryan? Did you watch the Ninja Turtles movies with what's that titty monster? What's her name? Not. I keep thinking Salma Hayek, but I know it's not her name.
I keep
God
thinking
damn,
it's-
Salma Hayek's
What's
good.
yeah, Salma Hayek's wonderful. But she was the
So
other one.
fucking her and
Megan Fox.
in God
Megan
damn,
Fox?
What is it?
Megan Fox's best movie was
not
Jennifer's
Megan Fox.
Body.
No,
It was
no, no.
great.
Sorry.
Really?
That was a good movie. It was really funny.
Yeah. No.
You punched me in the tit.
What's the best movie of Salma Hayek?
Desperado.
I haven't seen that. I
What's
don't
that
know.
one where she?
Haven't seen
Yeah,
Desperado?
sorry.
Is that the one where they like they're bank robbers?
No, Desperado's the
I
one
haven't,
where.
I haven't seen that, so my answer is From Dusk Till Dawn.
No.
I love that movie.
She turns into a shitty vampire in that movie. It's bad.
I know, but right before that, she's so good.
What's the one where it's like her and another?
Desperado's better.
Well,
Mexican
she's so
woman
hot
are
in
bank
that movie,
robbers,
though.
and it's kind of funny. Like one uses guns, one uses knives. It's really good, and it's got Salma Hayek in it.
Oh, fuck! I just bought that movie.
I know I like that one. That's a good Salma Hayek movie.
God damn it! Why can't I remember that? It's really good. It has God, damn it!
Yeah. I can't think who the other woman was though.
Aren't they cops or something like that?
No, no,
Or like they're trained to be cops or something like that.
Something, and they had to become bank robbers. It's like
Infamous? No, not infamous.
it's like their heists are helping people and shit.
Hey, hang on. Vent for a second. Charlie. You do it by yourself. Talk about how hot Salma Hayek is.
She's pretty good.
Yeah.
She's
I mean,
super hot in that fucking.
for me, just me, it was she was an acquired taste.
Oh, it's Salma Hayek and Benicio del Toro, or not Benicio.
Benicio del Toro.
Guillermo del. No, yeah, Benicio del Toro.
in
Hold on a
that?
second.
But
Yeah, because he's it's the one where Benicio del Toro he's a hitman for them. Is that the one you're talking about?
think
Savages.
Was
Is that the one you're talking about?
Let me see.
Hang on, let me show you. Let me show you an image. It's because it shows her like being great, like that Salma Hayek and then Benicio del Toro. I don't know if you've seen this movie. If you haven't seen Savages, you should watch it. It's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's $2.
it was like an old West thing.
I don't know what you're talking about then.
Yeah,
Wait, Salma Hayek. It's got
Salma Hayek.
No, I think you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I know exactly what I'm talking
So,
about.
anyways, regardless, the
Damn
best movie that she's in is more likely going to be when she was younger, which was Desperado, and when she's older, it's definitely Savages. Because I don't know what they're doing with size nowadays, but she looks great.
Size?
Science.
Oh.
And size, but
Yeah.
science, and just in general, she looks wonderful.
Huh.
Pure, perfect. You should watch Desperado, because
Okay.
I basically modeled my entire life after that character. He's a
Desperado.
mariachi with a guitar case full of guns. So
Yeah.
it's so good, and it's got Steve Buscemi in it.
Uh-huh.
and it's directed by Robert Rodriguez. And they also did Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which again I think we talked about that last time. It has Johnny Depp in it, and he
It
plays
was
himself.
Bandidas with Selma Hayek and Penelope Cruz.
That is
Eat it.
That is not a
it,
good
Eric.
movie, Cheryl. What the hell? That's just porn.
It was not. Penelope Cruz is.
Penelope Cruz is a classy actress, yeah. In
Ah.
Banditas, she's not. Let's be frank here, Churro. Let's be Churro and Eric for a second.
Let's be Frank West.
Yeah. What are you looking up?
I'm trying to see different spin-off shows. The original question.
There's not many. That's what
Well,
I'm saying.
there's a shit ton. I'm just trying to find good ones. Like apparently that show. Do you ever watch that show Kablam?
Kablam.
Yeah.
It was apparently that was a spin-off of All That. What?
What?
I don't know. Somehow that works that way. No idea.
So, wait, the
Um,
little skits?
Pinky and the Brain's a spin-off that had their own show from
Freakazoid?
from Animaniacs.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Wow.
They were like a short on Animaniacs. The biggest one I found so far is Batman Beyond.
Oh, yeah.
From Batman the Animated Series. Apparently Justice League is a spin-off of Batman the Animated Series also. Like it's like the same Batman. There's like continuity there or something. That's interesting.
Batman Beyond was great.
It was great.
Ace the Bat Hound.
That's totally shui.
What?
That's what they say. It was cool.
Shui.
And they had like all their money was on credit cards. It's like, I got my mom's creds.
That was with like the.
There was an episode where there's like what's it called? It's like it's a super villain, but I think her name was like Ink. I think it was.
Yeah.
That was great. Also, some weird questions.
I
up
had
in
the
brain.
Royal Flush Gang chick too.
Royal Flush. Oh, you talking about the Jokers or whatever?
No, there's a gang called the Royal Flush Gang.
Yeah, they were all dressed like cards, and they had
Yeah.
the twins. That's what you're talking about.
That's something else. That's from the movie,
Oh, that was a parent series.
The Joker's Return
oh right, yeah.
or whatever.
Joker's Return was a dark
I
movie.
watched so much bad TV. When I
That was very dark.
What'd you watch, Ryan?
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Hey, that was a good show.
That was
Sebastian the Cat.
that was a spinoff.
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
Well, it was in like the 70s, but then they brought it as a parent series later.
Yeah,
on.
with Melissa Joan Hart. Rest in peace.
They're making
which is not dead.
they're making a spin-off
Oh.
of the show Riverdale currently. They're making Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which is going to be dope.
Riverdale is related to Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah. It
What?
always is. Like the original Sabrina the Teenage Witch was a spin-off of Archie.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
know that.
Archie has some weird shit in it. It's good.
I hear
Archie
Riverdale's.
spawns some
I
weird
hear
shit.
Riverdale's pretty.
Have you
good.
seen Archie versus Predator? The comic? It's incredible.
No.
Have you seen Archie Zombies? It's good shit. Archie's good.
Archie Revolution.
It has a lot of appeal, that show or that comic strip.
Yeah.
A lot of appeal. I read it for the plot.
Plot.
This is the Netflix poster for Sabrina, the new show.
That's kind of cool.
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. It's gonna be dope.
I dig it.
Who's playing Sabrina?
Is it Melissa Joan Hart again?
That'd be amazing.
Oh, she's all busted, man. Yeah.
Busted.
Should probably play the ant now or something.
Aunt Zelda or
Yeah.
Aunt the other one?
Yeah.
Looking like a straight up opposite of a dime piece.
I have no idea who this is. Wow.
Smoke show.
Oh no, I'm
What's
old.
wrong?
Smoke show, you fucking asshole.
Sorry, I'm just realizing how old I am. Jesus.
I mean,
Just now?
I don't know who this is.
well,
What's her name?
You could tell me.
Her name is Kiernan Shipka.
The fuck?
Excuse me. You said some words there, and
Kieran
I'm
Shika, Suka Bliat.
Anu.
Anu, Chiki
Chiki
Briki.
Briki.
I can say bad words in Russian too, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Wait,
Let's see. Ship.
Let's take a look at that snatch.
Wow, she was born in 1999.
What?
Well, sir, you're
Excuse me?
Yeah.
There's porn stars that were born 1999, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's real weird to see them in teen and MILF in the same.
Yeah, it's a
thing.
little weird.
No,
At least since
Ki-
August
Kiernan
1999.
Shipka is most known for
what the
apparently
Shipka?
she was Janora in Korra.
What?
The girl, the little
Well,
girl.
let's see what she looks like.
Okay.
What?
Let's take a
She
look.
looks like a fucking
Like a-
20-year-old girl.
like a
She
foot.
looks like a.
She looks like a teenage witch.
Oh my god!
She's like super young.
They're like that's
She
like,
she looks like a cute Maisie Williams.
I was gonna say discount Maisie.
What are you talking about? That's like the premium version. Have you
Yeah.
seen the regular?
Yeah.
That's like the I can't think of a good word for
I
that.
feel bad for saying that because
Premium cuts.
Maisie Williams tries her best.
Just try something.
Yeah. She can act.
No, Maisie Williams looks like a discount lord. You know, and you know I'm
Maisie,
right.
Maisie
You know
Williams.
I'm right.
Maisie Williams looks like if they made a girl Chucky.
They did.
She's so ugly. Oh yeah, they did. Sorry, she's fucking hideous. Sorry.
Oh no.
So is her sister in that show. Fucking
Wait, which
Teenage Green Jay.
There's only one.
Jean Grey. I can't say her name.
Green Jay.
Jean Grey.
Blaze it, Green Jay.
Sorry,
Here we go.
my mind is dyslexic apparently. I'm trying to find good spin-off shows. Hang on.
There's not many.
Don't at me.
Don't act.
The Moon is a pretty good spin-off of Earth.
Earth.
Spins off after.
I was hoping Futurama was a spin-off of Simpsons.
Is it not?
No.
Dang.
Its own thing.
That disenchanted.
Although
show.
there's an episode where Homer's in court or something, and they have Bender in like the jury or something.
Really?
It's good. So yeah, because it's the same fucking guy.
I know it's the fucking same guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything good. Is there?
Yeah, because the voice actor for
Ash vs. the Evil Dead.
The
spin-off of the movie.
I guess I can.
Oh, yeah. continuation.
I guess that's true. Annabelle is a pretty good spin-off off of the Conjuring movies.
Yeah, that's not shows though. He's talking about shows.
Oh fuck, man! I don't know dick about shows.
You don't know Dick.
I don't know dick.
It's a good show.
I couldn't remember which one. Yeah, because I only watch movies. It's hard. It's hard.
I wish they made like a
It's hard to
show
watch
for
TV.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
What the hell did you say?
I wish they made a show about Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy?
Yeah.
No,
No,
that's
man,
dumb.
Barnacle Boy.
That's the Barnacle Boy.
Mm-mm. No.
Did they make some Powerpuff Girl like spin-off?
Well,
No, they probably made like a sequel series or something. But
Sequel.
a good one would have been Secret Squirrel.
wow, Grey's Anatomy is still going.
Yeah.
How is Private Practice a spin-off of that show?
Wait.
The USA show?
They did.
Private Practice is like if Burn Notice was about doctors.
What?
It's the same thing. It's like some doctor that lost his license and he can't go back to being like a real spy or whatever doctor.
What's that Doctor Who spin-off that was with
Torchwood.
Torchwood.
Yeah,
Torchwood.
Touchwood.
I'd say that
With
was good,
Captain
but I
Jack
never watched
Horner.
more than the first episode. There's like an alien that kills by fucking.
Yeah,
Nice.
his name's Captain Jack Harkness.
Hey, I don't have an answer for this. So
I'm
I'm
trying
sorry.
to think of anything. I
I'm
mean, I
really
guess
sorry.
Batman Beyond's the answer, right? Like,
That's-
Just like all the shit spin-off from the Flash count.
I guess, yeah. The Flash is a spinoff.
Oh,
of,
it's fucking storming.
Yeah,
outside.
nice.
The Flash.
The Flash is a spinoff of Arrow. So
Yeah.
like, the two seasons of that were good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah, the first two seasons for Arrow were incredible.
No, I'm talking about Flash.
No.
Yeah, they were.
not. They
What?
were not.
No,
They were
they
pretty-
were
they were
fucking
pretty
good.
good.
Arrow?
Yeah.
First two seasons.
Well,
Everything after.
Wait, when did Slade show up? Slade
Season
Wilson.
2.
That was season 2.
Okay.
It's like all of season 2.
The whole Deathstroke nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was good.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
So the second half of the first season of Arrow is good. The first half is bad because it has like he like self narrates and it's horrible.
My name is Oliver
But
Queen.
like once
That's
it
not
gets
even what
going,
he
it's
sounds
good.
My name is
Because
Oliver
Captain
Queen.
Jack Harkness is fucking Merlin in that show, and it's
Yeah.
dope as fuck. And the first season of Arrow is good because he fucking kills people. It's great. He's not afraid to fucking cut fools down.
Yeah.
I
But then
don't.
all of a sudden he has to have like a fucking band of.
I don't know Captain Jack Harkness.
Okay, they're calling. I guess this works. It's always been like an homage kind of thing, but I guess
What?
they're calling they call Venture Bros a spinoff of Johnny Quest.
What?
I'm taking it. I don't care. Venture Bros is
that one-
incredible.
that one
I'm,
for sure.
I'm using it for sure.
Yeah.
I love Venture Bros. Holy
Venture Brothers
fuck.
is great.
Go Team Venture.
Because they kind of make it seem like great. Super
Vagina's
runaway.
touching.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That's a guy you could cosplay.
That's got to be the best
Dr.
one.
Venture. Just shake your
I
head.
thought about that. I thought about
Shake your
that.
head.
I have to get like super thin, but I could totally do that.
You should totally do that.
I'd have to be like sickly thin though. It'll never happen.
Me and Eric can cosplay the boy.
I have to get like yeah. You guys can cosplay the boys, and I have to get like AIDS or something to get that skinny. Because there's no way it's happening otherwise.
That's
Sorry.
fucking great.
Sorry, AIDS victims.
I'll get a blonde wig for myself.
You should get a blonde for yourself. You should just do that in general.
Just do it in just cause.
He's got like a. Oh, I can be.
I can finally be a
Dr.
Roxas.
Morpheus.
Now you gotta. Now Eric would be the monarch.
Am I Dr. Girlfriend? Is that where you're going?
Nah, I'd say you'd be a good Brock. Just throw on that wig. You'd be a good Brock.
Brock's in shape.
Damn.
That's true. You could be that shitty the little like clone of the Dr. Venture like the dad his
brother?
his successful brother.
Oh, the tiny guy?
You could just put his arms on like your face like
What was one of those?
No, but like.
I'll be Major Tom. He's just that screaming fire guy from
Oh
like
my
only like one episode.
or no, you could be Hatred, that guy. What's his name?
I don't remember.
He's like Sergeant Hatred or something. He becomes he's like a bad guy, becomes a good guy later on.
Yeah,
No, you could be. Fuck.
I'll just be one of like
You
the
know
minions.
that show has like homages to everything because it has like
Yeah.
Dexter's Modern Lab. It has got that little guy.
It's got a
with
lot of
the
like
big brain.
Hanna-Barbera stuff too.
Yeah,
it's
a
real
lot
good.
of it. It's really good.
Yeah, that's the best thing I'm seeing so far
the
for
monarch.
spin-offs. I'm like totally fixated on this.
I'm down with Venture Brothers.
They say Dr. Phil's a spinoff of Oprah. Okay.
What?
Whatever. Fuck it. Who cares?
Okay.
Just boring talk shows that people that.
What's spun off of Judge Judy?
Yeah, I don't know. This is like the weird like stay-at-home mom universe of TV shows. So it's Oprah Winfrey, and then all the spin-offs are Dr. Phil, Oprah the After Show. Didn't know that was a thing. Rachel Ray, the Dr. Oz Show, and the Nate Berkus Show.
I don't know who that
Rachel
guy
Ray was a cutie because she was thick and she can make food.
Fairly Odd Parents is a spin-off of Oh Yeah Cartoons. Okay.
Oh yeah, cartoon.
is. Yeah, I remember that.
So is My Life as a Teenage Robot. I think this was just like pilots that got picked up. I don't know if that counts as a spin-off. This is a weird list.
No, we're gonna go with Venture Brothers.
Yeah, Venture Brothers.
Adventure
Pretty good.
Brothers is the best.
Yeah, I can't think of
Good,
anything.
good on you.
We're way too into this. Or
Yeah,
I'm
man.
way too
We've
into
been
this.
answering these questions like left and right, hardcore.
Huh.
Go on to the next question.
Yeah, sorry. How fucking long have we been doing this shit?
I
Is
don't
it?
think it's raining.
No,
Is it raining on
No, it's raining.
Yeah, it's raining hard.
Sorry for the one person listening. Live anyway. There are people listening at home by Nile because it's like fucking midnight where he is right now or something.
He's
That's
very
not
dedicated.
right. It's like fucking 4 in the morning. I don't know. Time differences don't matter.
Why is my phone vibrating so much?
What was questions? I think he had like one more. Oh, he says, are ye getting the new Spider-Man game?
I'm not.
Yes.
I
Spider-Man.
don't know if I will.
Nice ass Spider-Man.
If I want to play video games in a month, I guess. Like, I don't know. Like, I've been questioning like why I have a PS4 and Xbox lately, since I still haven't plugged either one of them in.
I mean, they're good.
Like
They're
one of
good
them,
camera stands.
one of them's a good like Blu-ray player, I guess. But
I'll still borrow the other one.
The Xbox.
Yeah.
That's fine. You can play Rainbow Six with me.
great.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
All right. Anyway, Sebastian Guy has another question. He says, "Is it time to kill the 3DS?"
Yes.
And my answer is, it's been time to kill the 3DS since fucking March 2017 when the Switch came out. Sorry, I know people needed a proof of concept and for it to be good for a year, but it's been a year and it's been good. So
it has been.
fucking get to work. Stop. Bowser's Inside Story coming 2019. Fuck off.
I don't think
Okay,
there's
for
any reason
3DS.
for it, and I don't think there's any reason to keep the 3DS.
I don't know.
Like not even as a joke anymore.
Is it like a thing that you like? Oh, you can't afford the Switch, so you get a 3DS. Or?
I guess. Like, I don't know what it is. People are just like really stubborn and don't want to let go, or people don't want to switch to Switch until it's like fucking piracy is available or whatever. Like, I don't know.
Something.
People are weird about it. There are people that are like diehard 3DS people, and they're like, "Oh, that new Pokemon game better come to the 3DS." It's like it's not happening.
Oh yeah, no.
Sorry.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, like the actual new one, not the Let's Go
No,
ones.
no,
or the,
absolutely
like,
not.
the
There's no reason for
I
them
don't
to
think the
keep
Let's
it.
Go ones are gonna even know to it.
I can understand if they wanted to have like, oh, it's already if their argument is it's already got an established user base,
Yeah.
but so does the Switch now,
Yeah.
and it's time to move on.
Yeah.
The future is now, old
Yes.
man.
And hopefully they just do like one thing going forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. We all agree. We agree.
Yeah.
Get it out.
Yeah. Great. Let's see. Radium has a question.
Hey.
This is great.
Why she looks so cute?
What? No,
my question to her.
The question is, a la Goat or Doctor or whatever, the simulator games. What kind of simulator game do you hope crops up next? What kind of?
I kind of want a lawnmower simulator. You know where you can do like the thing. You know that like one like meme magic thing where like the thing goes flying and it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. What? Okay. Great.
you
You have to fucking mimic it. People are watching you on camera. Great.
Yeah, he's dead.
What would that be like?
What do you mean? Like you could choose what kind of like lawnmower you want to be. You can be a push mower.
I feel like it'd be really good to have a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
Where you have a Call of Duty. There's like a mode specifically for it in it that has lawnmowers, and like it's like in Call of Duty how like you like when you kill somebody you get a better gun.
Yeah.
But like you start with like a push lawnmower, which is
Like
the
gun game?
Yeah, but it's lawnmowers, and like you have
Yeah.
like the push one. It's like a handle like with 2 wheels and like the 3 blades or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can upgrade to like a push one with gas, and like eventually get like the riding one.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
Yeah.
But I don't know in terms of like because simulator games they're like inherently bad.
I don't
or,
know.
like, not
Euro Truck
finished.
Simulator is like the best one.
Well, that's different though. Like I mean,
Is it?
for like Goat Simulator? It's like intentionally like.
Well, that's
shitty.
intentionally supposed to be the fun.
But
funny.
I don't know if that's what she means by like if she means like those kind of simulator, like Cat Simulator, where it's just or like the fucking the I Am Toast game where you just like control like different things. It's like I don't know if it's supposed to be
Yeah.
like wonky control type games like that, or if it's like Train Simulator where it's like, oh, I have to fucking like manage, like
I'd
micromanage
say-
all the individual little things like this or
Yeah,
whatever.
those are crazy.
Like there's two different kinds of games when we talk about this shit. Yeah, because
Well, I
there's
guess, like,
there's
Surgeon Simulator 2 is
Euro
wonky
Truck
as fuck.
Simulator like 19 or whatever. Like they just update it every year and like add new shit. Like yeah, I mean that's I've never really played any of those kind
Radio
of games.
Dusseldorf. I've played like Euro Truck like one. I wanted to play it in VR
But yeah,
because that seems intense.
but like Surgeon Simulator or whatever. Like I played that
It's
and that's just like
purposely obtuse.
Yeah, like it's just like totally bonkers. Like you have like fucking doorknobs for hands. And that's like that whole game.
But yeah.
Surgeon Simulator.
Something that I would want as an actual simulator thing. Something that actually teaches you something. You know, I'm gonna come up with a real answer.
Okay.
I want something that's gonna teach me how to do something nice. Like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you want to fix a car?
So
Here's how you do it.
You want like the DS games where it's like teaches Spanish or whatever, or
My Spanish coach.
Let's Stop Smoking Coach.
I
Cooking
should-
Mama?
My stop smoking.
Remember
coach.
that?
Of course I do. Brady for everyone. It
But
was
do you
weird.
remember my story behind that? Where it's, I was working at your GameStop at the Fiesta Mall for Black Friday, and there was some woman that came up to me that only spoke Spanish, and like she came up to me with My Stop Smoking Coach, and she's like, "Is this a good game for my daughter?" I'm like,
I don't know. Does she smoke?
and she's like 6 or whatever. I'm like, I guess. Like I don't know. I was like, I don't know. What
See,
you
her
guys-
daughter was trying to get it for her.
I was like, this is like how do you not know by images? Like images are universal.
Listen, cigarettes
Yeah,
are
you
pretty
can point
universal.
out a menu and they'll get it,
I know.
dude.
They
Yeah.
do that all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You guys go to Philbert a lot. I get it. But no.
Chorizo.
Like I said, I just want something that will teach me something cool.
So you want like an
actual simulator.
sim game,
Yeah.
like realistic shit.
Yeah.
So like, what would you want to learn?
Specifically, anything you can pull apart and put back together.
What-
It's like, oh, you want to learn how to fix a fucking Nissan 370Z,
so you want like car repair,
something like
simulator?
that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be like, but it's all fucked up.
Yeah.
It's just like oil everywhere.
Yeah.
Put everything back.
I don't know. I kind of want Trauma Center to come back too, though. But that's more. Trauma Center would be really cool.
That's more dramatic.
Yeah.
type of- yeah.
But it was great because you're
The
supposed to
hottest nerd.
you're supposed to like carve a pentagram in somebody's heart.
I would like, and this I've heard games like similar to this exist, but like I would like a coding simulator, something like really teach me how to like program shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't know.
You want like
that-
Mavis Beacon, but for coding.
teaches coding. that or if it was like a more like
Who
practical.
was Mavis Beacon anyway?
If it was a more practical skill, she was like one of the 3 great
The great typist,
black women of our time, along with Aunt Jemima and
Rosa Parks.
yeah,
Yeah, they're right up there. All
those
three of those.
the 3 Egyptian god cards of black women. Mayor speaking,
Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima, and no, instead of Rosa,
It's Jemima the Tormentor. Life for the sky.
instead of
I don't think.
hang on. Instead of Rosa Parks, it's the black lady that would tell you that she needs your help in Carmen Sandiego games. What the fuck's that bitch's name?
She's the Sky Dragon.
You're the only person I know that actually played Carmen Sandiego and enjoyed it.
I love those games.
I
man.
know, that's what I'm
I
saying.
also used to have like I Spy games on my computer as a kid.
Fuck, those are the most
Those were awesome.
the most useless thing in the world.
Those I Spy books.
This is why I
scared
have
the
no
shit
real
out of me.
skills. I just played all this garbage.
I Spy books scared the shit out
Your
of
mom
me.
could have taken pictures of garbage outside and be
My
like,
mom was
hey.
busy, my mom was busy working, and that's why I played video games.
Yeah. Orange Wheel.
I just think
Oh, she was the chief of Acme in
The
Carmen
chief.
Sandiego. Charlene Theresa, I don't know, Thigpen? Great. That's
Ooh,
that's a
tell me
horrible
more.
last name. God. Man, she.
You told me one time what Acme stands for, and I don't remember. What does it stand for?
I
company
used
that
to- I
makes
used-
everything.
Yeah, that's what it is.
What?
A company that makes everything.
Oh, that's what it is.
Wait, is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, that's not what it is. That's
Is it not? Acme.
Yeah, wait, is that it? Now I gotta look it up.
Ah, great.
Yeah, because I remember you told me
Sorry.
about it, and it's been stuck in my head that I don't remember what it is.
I don't know if it. Hang on.
It's like always cheap, maybe everything, or something like
Oh, he's cheap.
that. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Any company makes everything, or something like that.
Hang on.
But that's always been a trope that I really, really enjoyed.
What, Acme?
Yeah. Or like in Rocco's Modern Life, it's Conglomo. They just make everything.
Wall to Walmart and Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Where'd you get that? The internet? Very woke. What?
Hang on.
Too woke.
Too woke for me, bro. There's no real companies named Acme. Is
No.
I mean, as far as I know.
There's Johnson and Johnson.
It's called Amazon in this universe.
They don't make anything. They just sell it.
That's all you need to do now.
Acme makes everything. That's why. The Acme,
I wonder if they sell like those gag like things like those gags holes you can throw.
I think it's a missed opportunity
Yeah.
if they have
Or
them.
anvils.
Yeah, Acme brand anvil.
The company making everything is the Looney Tunes Acme, not the Carmen Sandiego one.
Fuck me, I'm the idiot.
Yeah.
What's the Acme one?
I don't know. I'm looking at the Carmen Sandiego wiki.
That's like the one thing Google doesn't know.
They're like, who the fuck? Somebody's looking it up.
Google's like, fuck, we don't have anything for
find
this.
it, hang on.
Nobody wanted to know what
I
Acme
couldn't
stands
play those
for.
Carmen Sandiego games because the music scared me when I was younger.
You were a fucking baby when you
I
were
was.
young.
I mean, I'm still a baby now.
You are.
I'm a big bubble blown baby.
Fucking man-child.
Yeah, I'm a kidult.
Mandark. It was the same character.
Everyone just likening it to the Looney Tunes thing.
I'm pretty sure it's the Looney Tunes thing.
I don't know.
But that was a
Oh, but
spy
there was-
agency.
there
They make
was-
spies too?
I guess. But
Everything.
they're always against like the evil corporation called Vile,
Vile.
which I think was just a like they made it look like an acronym, but it was probably just a anagram.
Very intense
Liquid.
liquid evil. Every villain is lemons.
Oh my god. Anyway, how did we get here?
Huh?
The 3 Egyptian god cards of black women.
Yeah.
Villain is lemon everything.
Anyway, how the fuck did this happen? Jesus
Ah.
Christ. All right.
Don't have an answer for you.
Yeah,
No, it was
so what simulator do you want?
like I said, something that'll teach me how to like do stuff.
Like what?
I don't know. Like it's like, oh,
What-
you want to learn how to
what-
pull apart a controller?
Yeah. Okay. So what simulator that teaches you real stuff would you want, Churro? What real thing do you want to learn? What
What
skill
real
would you?
thing
What,
I
what
wanna
skill would you gain?
Welding.
Okay.
Welding.
Yeah. And how to like arc
You
weld
can
or
YouTube that shit.
wire weld. Well, I want a simulator for
Yeah.
it.
He wants to gain experience.
You can just play that.
It's like typing of the dead. I
you
can't
can
get
just play
faster
that level in
unless
GoldenEye where you have to drill out the holes with the lathes.
I think hurt my eyes. Are you fucking kidding me?
I would want a simulator for like electronics or like electrician work
Really?
type of thing. I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that'd
to
be
learn.
cool.
Yeah, I did like a semester of that in high school or something. I had like a
Electronics or electrical work?
yeah, electrical work as like an elective or something. I can't remember. It was something weird like that. I figured out how a switch turns on or something, or like how light bulbs or whatever, like the wires and what makes them work and how they do whatever.
How they do?
How they do.
My electronics teacher, because I did the same thing in high school, in junior high school. He like the
Or
first
it might have been. There might have been just like 2 weeks in like shop class or something. Like I don't even
Yeah.
remember something like that.
because like my electronics teacher, like the first day, he was like, if you guys fuck around, he didn't say fuck around. If you guys mess around, this is gonna happen to you. And he pulled out a paintball gun and shot at the wall.
Oh,
I was like, oh.
He's threatening.
He never did it, but it was just like, okay.
my shop teacher did that. and He just held up 3 fingers out of the 5 he used to have.
Oh Jesus Christ! The
Yeah.
pointer and thumb and pinky. He sewed you a sweater.
Ours just let us make katanas and sci-fi guns, so I don't know what the fuck you guys were doing.
I've told you guys.
We
about
went to real school, sure, not fucking whatever.
know what you're talking
imaginary
about.
friends
Yeah, I
school.
told you about my school where in metals class the kids would just light the table on fire
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah. Yep.
Anyways,
Anyway.
learn how to do stuff.
Let's get this done at a clip here.
At a clip. It's
magazine?
called a mag.
Shut up. I need to have my magazines forwarded to this address. I keep forgetting.
It's out of your clips.
My magazines, all one of them.
Where do I keep getting all this ammo from?
Why do I keep getting these thumb drives of YouTube videos? All my clips.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Clips for sale. Wait.
Why is this meme compilation 59 coming to my house?
Ah! Lightning.
Fistful
Where?
of lightning. Anyways.
Black.
Closes.
Lightning.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyways, what's the next fucking
Let's
question?
see. Oh, Sebastian again.
There he
Come
is.
on.
Thunder. Ah! Oh, shit. Move the camera.
The camera.
It's fine. It's fine. Where's my water? I'm out. Fuck.
I'm out.
We're almost out.
We're loading.
I'm almost out.
My
of coffee.
favorite iPhone game. Not really.
I was waiting to look
What is
down
it-
and
what is
see like
Sebastian?
somebody
A
looking
friend of
up.
mine said he was starting to get tired of the trend of a lot of Sony's games becoming giant open world RPGs, God of War, Horizon, Spider-Man, Days Gone, etc. And then it made some games start to feel boring to him. Or to whatever. I started reading that his perspective and I just whatever. Anyway, he says, do you guys agree that a trend needs to start phasing out like zombie games did or Battle Royale should, or do you think it's here to stay? Big open world RPGs like what they're doing.
I don't necessarily mind it as long as they keep saying good. God of War was great. But the problem is when they do that and it's bad.
I think the problem
Like
is,
Days Gone.
I don't know. I think the problem is that if you play them all, it's going to get boring.
Oh, for sure.
But if it becomes a trend and you play one because you like one series, then it's fine and it's neat to see. But like if you're playing all of them, then yeah, like if you play anything too much, it's going to get boring.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah,
Like you're really good at that. You're really good at just playing one game from one series and moving on to something else.
Mhm.
If I was doing that, I wouldn't be able to.
yeah.
But that's also why I play stuff that comes out as it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
At least as far as the stuff I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Well, I think it comes along with the thing, especially if it's like the big like single player experience or whatever,
Yeah.
which is like huge in a lot of lightning. What?
No,
No,
nothing.
no,
I was waiting for
Trying to
that.
see how close it is. It's gonna strike your car.
Fuck.
Yeah, just
It's, right, it's parked in the right place now.
Just like
Is
the
it
fucking
parked
crater.
on the right side?
Yeah.
So the fucking tree's gonna shake a bunch of shit on your car.
Shit.
You need to find more birds.
You're gonna get a bunch of bird shit.
Great.
It's gonna be great.
That's fine. That's what
Yeah,
they
you're
hate
gonna
us
take
for.
a new bird home. It's gonna be a weekly thing.
Several birds.
Anyway, what?
But yeah, no, I think it's definitely part of like it's like a single player experience. What was he saying it for? Just like just like the game style.
Just he's saying giant open world RPGs being a trend.
I mean, I definitely think it's like here to stay. Like,
Is Spider-Man an RPG? Really?
It's open world, and like I think it has like elements.
you'll
of it
probably
or
have. I
whatever.
mean,
don't
they.
know.
That's like saying like Batman Arkham Asylum and Arkham
I don't know.
Origins.
Well, I mean, God of War doesn't feel like an RPG either, really.
No.
I mean, there's skill trees you upgrade, I guess. That's kind of similar, but
it's a
I don't know.
role-playing game. You play as Kratos. Yeah. Way to be semantic, Dr. Asshole. Anyways.
whatever.
His name's
I don't know.
Dr.
'Cause I haven't played any other games he used as
I said that
examples,
backwards.
but like new God of War and new Breath of the Wild are both open world, but they're like way different experiences.
Oh, for sure.
Just so like I don't feel like they're really the same. And also like God of War isn't really that open.
It's not that big either.
It's not that big, and it's like you have like a level select, and then you have like small areas you can go into, and then you go back to like the hub area kind of.
Which
thing.
I think that's fine.
It's fine.
I like that.
But I also like God of War does a good thing in its open world. Instead of having like a bunch of markers or whatever that you could, because it has some markers you go to and do whatever. Like there are side quests or whatever.
Markers.
But a big thing that God of War does right is like there are optional things you can go do that like you can try to fight and you'll fucking get your ass handed to you or whatever, or you can come back later when you are higher level and try to do them again and just fucking smoke that shit.
I tried to do that with all the purple guys when I was like level 3.
Yeah,
not
I
work.
did too. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even damaging you.
Right.
That sucks.
So like there are certain areas that you have to like come back to when you have a certain thing, like it's like kind of Metroidvania ish or
Yeah.
whatever. So like that kind of world is more interesting than
I think that
whatever.
that becomes more evident of a problem when you start to compare things. Like it's like, oh, this game is like God of War, or this game is like Metroid. When you don't see things as just like their own experience, you start to get a lot more of that. However, that gets harder to do when every game kind of looks the same.
yeah.
So in particular, the ones that I think kind of look the same are going to be like Days Gone.
Yeah.
It just kind of looks, it's zombies and then open world and then motorcycles. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever. You're fighting a giant worm, and then
A giant worm.
stuff like God of War, it looks substantially different.
Yeah.
The only problem I had with God of War, honestly, were the lack of variety as far as enemies go,
Yeah.
because they were all pretty much samey.
Hmm.
Like, you fight the same. That's the one problem I had. You fight the same kind of bosses. There's 8 Valkyries. You
It's all
fight.
trolls.
It's all trolls. It's all those. It's like that's kind of boring. And the fucking Dark Elves suck. They're shit.
Fucking
That's
dark elves.
But aside from that, the game was a lot of fun because I kind of took it as it was mostly just a journey to get to the story, which
Yeah.
is really good.
No.
I mean, if you
There you go.
consider stuff like Red Dead Redemption, which is a new one that's coming out, it's also an open world. Can you compare it to any one of those? I mean, yeah, I can understand that.
Hmm.
But
And a lot of that stuff too. Like it, I don't want to say it like hangs on its story, but that's the main reason why you play that single player experience, is you want to have a good story told.
Yeah.
because I don't know if the Spider-Man story is going to be very good. And to be quite frank, I don't know if the gameplay is going to be enough to warrant the whole $60 just for that story. That's not going to be particularly good.
That's
I don't
I'm
know.
just gonna play it because it's a fucking Spider-Man game.
I know, I get it. You're just like the Sonic fans, whatever. Okay.
My Spider-Man OC.
The difference is
Salam.
the difference is there's been a good Spider-Man game.
Thanks, Nebula.
What?
What?
Anyway, storms.
Storms.
What was I gonna say?
I'm going to go.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
I
go
can't. I
Racing
can't think.
Kansas.
I can't think of a like a franchise or anything that I'd want to see like become this open world whatever thing though.
No, not really.
Like, I mean-
the only one that surprised me was Batman, and that was years ago now.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the first great ones.
That also started slow too. Like Arkham Asylum is not that game.
yeah,
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean? Like not that style of game.
Arkham Asylum is more God of War than it is like Red Dead
Yeah,
Redemption.
yeah, because you can backtrack in it. But
Yeah.
yeah. That gets more into the whole like if it's more of a Metroidvania type thing where you have like a certain map that you
Right.
like it's very branch off and do that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know.
Some good.
Yep. All right, next question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Raphael
Mm-hmm.
wants to know which DBZ movies do you like and why?
Churro likes all of them.
Yeah. Churro's favorite is Bio Brawly. The worst one.
Which one is that one?
The worst one.
Is that
The
one
third Broly movie.
Hang on, I gotta think because the one
I like the Tree of Life.
Is that the one with the vampires?
I don't think so.
No.
Who's grabbing Sama High Express right here?
What?
Ooh.
Hit me.
Wow.
Anyways, what was it?
Post that in the appropriate channel. On our Discord.
Yeah, keep going, Discord.
So the best DBZ movie is Cooler's Revenge.
Is that the one where it's Frieza's brother, right?
Yeah. He shows up and he's like, "You killed my brother," or something.
And my dad.
Yeah. And yes, his dad also
King
does.
Cold.
Yeah. And Trunks is like, "Bye, lol."
Yeah.
Trunks isn't in that movie, but he's good.
Oh, there is that episode in Dragon Ball. That
Dragon
has a
Ball.
vampire
Dragon
in it.
Ball has a theme. Dragon Ball Z movies have a theme of Goku wins by pushing the villain into the sun. It happens.
Yeah.
It has in like 4 different movies.
Isn't that how they beat Lord Slug? I don't remember.
Yeah, like he doesn't like beat any
It's
of the
Tree of Might, is what it's called.
Tree of Might. Yeah, but like he doesn't beat Garlic Jr.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like they never figure. They just seal him away again in like his own universe or whatever. I don't know. That's
His
a movie.
mirror
though.
universe.
Yeah, something like that.
Lord Slug.
Garlic Jr. is so weird.
Is he weird?
Yeah.
Is he supposed to be a vampire or something? I'm
Garlic
stuck
Jr.?
on this fucking vampire thing. I can't remember
You
what
love this vampire thing. You always bring it up.
I know because I can't remember what the fuck it's called, but it's basically I remember this one scene in particular where all the regular people got infected.
I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, they're on Kame Island or yeah, they're at the Kame house, and then like I just remember that scene where it shows like Bulma, that fucking pig Oolong. Is Oolong the pig or is Oolong
Oolong's
the
the
cat?
pig, yeah.
Okay, so Oolong, Bulma, Master Roshi, and they all have fangs, and they're all trying to attack Piccolo. And I just can't remember what the fuck if that's a movie or did I make that
That
up?
sounds like filler or something.
I don't know because it was pretty dark.
Oh no, there's Count Dracula is in Fusion Reborn, the 13th movie.
But it's not Dracula. It's weird. I think it might have been the Tree of Might. But
This is straight up.
yeah, I know. I remember that. And there's also the blue guy that was a vampire too. That was in Dragon Ball. That was
Yeah.
in one of the original tournaments they
Yeah.
were fighting in. I really want to rewatch Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Dragon
just
Ball Z
Dragon
series,
Ball in
yeah.
particular.
Yeah.
Just because it reminds me of a time back before.
A
you know?
simpler time.
A simpler time.
Yeah.
A way simpler time.
That's fine.
But I really like the original Brawly movie, the Ultimate Saiyan or whatever it was called.
Yeah.
Where he crushed his dad. Or
Yeah.
he's in the capsule or whatever, and he just picks it up and fucking crushes it.
Does that happen?
Yeah,
I forget what happened.
it was a long time ago.
His dad has a weird name too. It's like Paragus or something.
Paragus.
Yeah, because all their names are vegetables. Asparagus.
Like
yeah.
broccoli, yeah. Which is why
yeah.
Churro doesn't like him.
Brawly's good. There's gonna be a better Brawly movie soon, so I'm okay with it.
That looks really good
It
because he
does.
doesn't even turn. Because in that one he's basically Doomsday. He just learns people's powers, right? Or he
In
absorbs.
the new one?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. We don't know yet.
That's what I got from the trailer.
Yeah,
Because
but
he
that's like they're making him like canon now, so like they're rebooting it, and it's not like a continuation of the previous ones.
Okay.
We're like because there was Brawly and then like Return of Brawly or whatever, and then Bio Brawly, where like he like died and they Frankenstein him
yeah,
back to life.
it's like
a sludge monster,
Jason X.
something like that.
Jason in space.
But yeah, but like this one is like they're introducing him, and it's gonna be like an arc in the show later, or like they're gonna bring the show back later on, and it's gonna be in it.
Which is cool because that's what they did with Battle of the Gods. You know,
Yeah.
the Battle of the Gods.
and the Resurrection F, the Return
Lakers
of Frieza.
Frieza.
So yeah, Lakers Frieza, yeah. He is. That's what he is. Anyway, Lakers Frieza is good. but
My favorite Dragon Ball Z movie is Dragon Ball movie is gonna be this one. That's coming
The
out.
new one?
Yeah, I can't wait for it.
I mean, before
If it's anything like Dragon Ball Super,
before Super was out, my favorite probably would be like Resurrection F or whatever. Like Frieza coming back was so dope. I saw it in theaters. It was so cool.
did they release Dragon Ball Super in English?
It's dubbed in English up to like where like the Trunks arc where he comes back.
Okay.
It's like halfway through, and like they haven't updated in fucking a while too. So
That's annoying.
it's
Okay.
yeah, it doesn't.
I'll have to watch it in English for.
It's worth watching in Japanese.
I know. I've been watching it in Japanese,
Okay.
but I
Yeah.
kind of just want to see it in English for a
Yeah,
bit.
I get that. Yeah, hopefully it's caught up by the time this movie comes out, because that movie would definitely be in English. Like you're not going to see that movie sub probably when it's
You'll
in
probably
America.
see it subbed, and like I said, there's that theater in downtown Tempe that actually shows the movies in
I know,
Japanese.
but when we go, you probably want to go see it dubbed.
Yeah, so no, so
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
they show them in Japanese with subs.
No, really?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
how I watched.
Well, when I saw Resurrection X, it was in English. It was dubbed.
And that one in particular because it's like a small
Okay.
theater. It's like the original Harkins or whatever.
Oh, like the Cynic
and that's
Fury
where I
or whatever?
watched You Are Not Alone, the Evangelion
okay.
one. And it was
Yeah.
in Japanese.
Wow.
It was fucking great.
I think that's where I saw
It was so good
Never mind.
seeing that in theaters because it was so wonderful.
Your Name.
Yeah, so they play all that weeb shit over there,
Interesting.
which is why.
All that weeb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I went with friends.
Did you have a favorite movie? Oh, you said F. Resurrection F.
I mean, yeah, either that or Cooler's Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Anything with like Frieza is cool to me.
Frieza's cool. Frieza's
He's
cool anime.
nuts.
I like
Except
Frieza a lot.
except he looks like he's got spaceship parts all over him. Now he looks like R2D2. He's got like the little fucking. Like
He looks like that when he comes back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he doesn't look like that anymore.
Then he
He died. He got cut in half.
You said it. Now he's fucking coming back.
Yeah.
Frieza! He's gonna grill him.
Where's Trunks with his fucking sword?
Until he becomes Lakers Frieza too. He's like aesthetic as fuck. Frieza.
Aesthetic.
He looks so fucking good.
I don't know.
Is
I
that
like
the
him.
golden Frieza?
Nah, not Lakers Frieza. Lakers Frieza looks like trash
Okay.
because he's Lakers.
Lakers are trash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Also, he has two other forms, and one of them looks like alien.
I like that one better. Where he's got like the super long head.
Yeah, it's gross. And the other form where he just looks like Satan. Just like muscular bar Satan. Anyway.
Satan. Super Satan.
All right. Expired says, with Bravely Default making some noise that could be on Switch, do you think Octopath Traveler will spawn a new entry to RPGs to try out 2D art style? And do you think they would be as successful as Octopath Traveler or whatever? Or was this game a one-time fluke? So basically he's saying, is Octopath Traveler going to spur on 2D RPGs coming back?
I hope
think
so.
so.
But Bravely Default was fairly popular. It was
Yeah.
it was a very popular game.
I mean, yeah, hopefully that comes out and like they put the original games out because it looks like they're gonna do, like, they're teasing a new one for Switch.
Yeah.
And like hopefully they put the first two out because they were good.
It'd be a little foolish if they did not. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because it's like, oh, you want some free money?
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole style is like still super popular
It
too.
is bad out there, huh?
It is really
I'm
bad.
scared.
We're just getting fucking
I can't- I
flashed. People
can't
on the
just-
camera are going to be like, the fuck?
Yeah, I can't wait to drive you home, fucker.
Yeah, rip.
Just the scary.
Oh my god. Anyway,
I need new tires, too. That just reminded me.
yeah, me too. Fuck. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully, I like 2D art style for things, so that's neat. Hopefully that comes back. I really
such a
like
good job with it.
for me in particular though. I really like 2D, what they do in Fire Emblem, where it's like there's like weird like sprite characters or whatever, but when they talk, it's like they like
The
like
actual-
a whole like drawn out character looking thing that talks. I think that's
Yeah.
neat. So
That's better than the 2.5D, like Shantae.
yeah,
Well, I like what they do. I like what they do with some characters in Girls Frontline because it's like the live 2D.
They kind of like move a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I like that too,
It
yeah.
works really, really well. I remember when I first saw that when they were doing that for like some visual novels. It was specifically that I was like, oh, some of the characters will actually move.
That's
they
how
look
it is
2D.
in
I'm like,
Nekopara.
yeah, Nekopara is like that. I think what's it called? Doki Doki
Mm-hmm.
Literature Club is like that too.
They move.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
I think that's I think
You
that
see a
that's
little
a
dance number?
much better art style
mm-hmm.
than just straight up static 2D.
yeah. But I mean 2D for like, in terms of like battle and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, it just looks better. It's
Yeah.
I think it's just a much more aesthetically pleasing
Yeah.
thing.
Well, just because like when games are that big, they kind of like I mean, because they do 3D like a little bit in
3D Pigu.
in
Octopath.
fuck, I can't think of it, in Fire Emblem,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like bad.
Yeah, it looks really bad.
Yeah,
because they do that for cutscenes, which is like,
Yeah.
why would you do that?
right. But I mean, that's also like the 3DS, so like maybe it would look better on other shit. But I don't know, because like there are some I guess JRPGs are what we're talking about, but that are 3D that are good looking. Like I mean, the example that comes to mind is like Ni no Kuni.
Ni no Kuni looks good, and
Yeah.
also stuff like Lost Odyssey, but stuff like Final Fantasy VII does not.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have to commit. It has to be either really high poly,
Mhm.
or it has to be 2D. Because if you do like
God,
low
Thunder
poly,
is heavy.
yeah, if you do like low poly and you get stuff like Fire Emblem,
Yeah.
it doesn't look as
Yeah.
good.
So unless you can polish it up real nice, like we've already seen that we've perfected like 8-bit, 16-bit shit.
Oh, yeah,
just
for
make
sure.
it look like that.
Yeah.
I mean, because like
And you know, it's funny you brought up the Fire Emblem like animation style just from like their cutscenes. They
Yeah.
did that for Lucina's like trailer for Super Smash Brothers for the fourth
Yeah.
one. But they had Captain Falcon in that style too, and it just worked way better because it was on.
oh yeah.
But
Like
they did that also for Palutena.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it looked really good for Palutena. Palutena.
Palutena.
No, you guys are talking about two different things.
Well, he's
Am I?
thinking of like the anime thing. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the cell shaded like.
Oh, I'll have
style
to
that they
rewatch
do.
that.
No. I'm talking about when they use like the 3D models and like you see like fucking Crom's sister like kill herself or whatever, and like they show like the actual like character model in the game.
Like
It's just like garbage looking. Like it's
Yeah,
straight
it
up
looks
like
really,
it's
really
just
bad.
like the 3D models.
But that's
in
because they
game.
rely on just having a
No, but
small
the cell
thing.
shaded shit looks cool. Like the thing that they did with
Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
what's her name? The green haired chick from Kid Icarus.
Paul
Oh, yeah, when they showed her thing or whatever, same thing.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking. What I wanted
Really
is what they did.
animated
Whatever the hell they did with Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the guys that do Guilty Gear.
Mhm.
So yeah, that shit's awesome.
It's beautiful.
Anyway,
That'd be a lot harder,
yeah,
but you know,
that'd be so hard for.
it'd be fucking great though. It would look so good.
RPG is so much bigger than fighting games.
Oh my god, it would look so good. Even if it's just the character models, I
Yeah.
don't care. If you put them in put them in like
I guess.
kind of low res.
Anyway.
as long as the character models look good.
This last question, I think, is just for me, but we'll see if you guys are up to the task, or if you even want to.
Just for him.
Clive Mary wants to know. He says, "How would you design a good Superman game?"
That's on you, man.
They already made one that's called Superman 64.
Yeah.
I mean, the best Superman game currently is Lego Batman 2, because you can play a Superman in that, but it's not focused on him.
They would do a really, really good job at making it a sim like Papers, Please, except you just play as Clark Kent.
So
all you do is write articles.
So the best way to make Superman into a video game is to make him vulnerable, because you can play God mode in anything, and it just gets boring after a while.
Mhm.
Like, we know this. So the way I would do a Superman game is I would have like Metallo or something attack him, or whatever. Like, at the very beginning, he'd be attacked by him, and he'd have like some new device that you don't know about. And like
Metallo, of all people.
Metallo has like a kryptonite heart.
That was cool.
Yeah.
And there would be a parallel in this, because Superman he'd attack Superman with this thing, and it would basically like Tony Stark in Marvel movies or whatever. It would put like kryptonite around his heart, and so like it would be like this affliction that he has throughout the whole game, where he has to like get this kryptonite removed from his heart. And so I thought this all through. So
Clearly.
it's so much fun. So okay,
I want to hear it.
so you subdue Metallo or whatever, and like he doesn't know the device that he has isn't from him. Like, he just had, like, somebody gave it to him, and you don't know who it is. And so
Brainiac.
So you go through this whole thing.
Big wheel.
And like the whole game, you're playing a Superman, and so basically you play a Superman, you're like all powerful at first, and then you get this affliction, and you have like these kryptonite shards are like inching towards your heart, kind of thing. And so you start out and like all you have is super strength. You have to walk around as Superman. Like he doesn't have speed, you don't have anything, basically. And the narrative in my head is that Lex Luthor is helping him out, kind of thing. So Lex Luthor sets up. So the gameplay would kind of play out like Dark Souls.
It's like a publicity thing.
Sorry to use that kind of thing, but I would have it set up so it's kind of like what's the word? Like Metropolis, but kind of set up like a Metroidvania, like 3D thing. Like, there are certain areas you can only access once you. So basically, I would have it so like you fight different Superman villains throughout his catalog of villains.
Yeah.
And every time you would get something like, I don't know, introduce like fucking like clear kryptonite or something that gives him his powers back one by one or something. I don't know. It's some video gamey thing to make it work.
You could just do it like Crank. Like, see, he's got the heart, so he's got the things in his heart, so he's got to do something quick.
Something
he's got to
like
like fight.
No, but I would have it set up so like Lex Luthor isn't the one that made this device that put the kryptonite shards in his chest, but Lex Luthor is like he's helping Superman out, but he's put it so to make it an interesting game narratively. Superman's always his best narratively when he has to question his morals, and I would have Lex Luthor put him in situations where he has to fight this villain to get his powers back or whatever, but it's like this weird moral choice. Like, everything would like put his like his whole like way of thinking into question, and it would just be like, I don't know, like I don't have it all thought out yet, but it would be something like that.
I know what you're referring to.
And I would have it set up so it's like Dark Souls in such a way that Lex Luthor throughout all of Metropolis has set up like chambers that recharge Superman with solar energy, because that's how he's powered or whatever. So that would be like, it would be like Vita chambers or whatever in BioShock. There'd be like these cylinders just for Superman to recharge him, but they'd be like bonfires in Dark Souls. So like if you die as Superman, you would get like transported back to those somehow, and you'd have to restart from there. But basically, the way I see it is like you have like a life or stamina bar that just like as you play, even if you're doing nothing, it just goes down because you're constantly being poisoned by the kryptonite in your chest, and like you just have to fight your way through and like figure out the way to like advance.
I like the idea of like one of the menus just to like add it, just like it's just kind of seeing where your progress is, and then it just like shows like this little X-ray of his heart, and they could see like the kryptonite like shards,
Something like
and
that.
as you progress, like
That's
those
your health.
kryptonite shards will be, you can remove them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah.
I'd be
What
down for that.
neutralizes green kryptonite? Doesn't like some
Magic.
color bullshit.
Lead. I mean, I don't
Lead.
know.
So he just gets like lead fists, and then he's like, cool.
Yeah. He
I'd be
can't
down.
see through lead though.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. He has all sorts of weaknesses.
Like you mentioned, yeah,
Like
mostly
magic.
mind control.
Magic, yeah. You can have an area just like infested with silver kryptonite for some reason. That like gets him high, basically.
Really?
Yeah. Or purple kryptonite just like makes him lose his inhibitions.
Doesn't
and shit. It's fucking
Zod
wild.
have a red kryptonite gun?
There's a version of where Zod comes out and he has guns that fire red. They fire red sun rays.
Red sun.
Yeah, because red sun is just like regular to them. So it fires like radiation from a red sun. And it just like makes him normal or something like that. Not normal, but
You need a
makes
yellow
him weaker.
sun.
depowers him
Right,
or whatever.
right.
Yeah.
It's a dying sun.
So-
It's red sun.
Yeah.
Red sun over paradise.
That
Yeah.
sounds cool. I'd fuck with it. And then by the
I don't know.
by the end of the game, you're fucking full force ass Superman.
Yeah, you're like you're full power or whatever, but then you realize that the guy that gave Metallo whatever the thing is Mr. Mixapitalik or whatever.
Oh no!
and then it's like a sequel tease or whatever. It's like, oh fuck, Magic's gonna be his shit.
I can't believe you made a fucking apple milk reference in this fucking
Apple milk?
Yeah.
What?
Full
What is
force. Vagina, mouth, and ass.
What?
Anyways.
Okay, we've said that a lot, and that's the first time you caught onto this.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
We've
know.
said
I don't
it.
know what apple milk is, but full force and
We've
ass
been
mouth
saying
and
this
ass
shit
is a
for like
thing.
years.
Yeah,
Vagina, mouth, and ass.
no, full force and ass mouth and ass.
Anyways.
is a thing that King came up with in like 2007. I don't know.
I'll show you later.
Great, I don't care. Nobody cares.
Fuck.
Whatever. Superman game. It'd be dope.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
You can
I,
throw
I,
cars.
I feel like at first he definitely has to start with strength though.
yeah.
Well, yeah. Who else? Are you just gonna be fighting like ground level bad guys?
Flight will become later. But I
Flight,
think
flight would be last. I would have him progress the same way he does in Smallville.
how's that?
Because like
We didn't watch it.
He starts with I think strength, maybe speed. I don't remember, but he eventually gets like
Speed
heat
was
vision.
speed was second because that was one of the things that it showed up after. Because
Yeah.
he gets strength. He's had strength throughout his whole life, and
Yeah.
then like in high school or something, he does
He gets
track.
speed,
Yeah.
Oh, I know how you could do speed in the game, because you could be like,
Smallville still has the best vision of. Sorry, go ahead.
you could do like small bursts of like speed for like combat or whatever, or you're
Yeah.
trying to jump. But like you can open up the map and like point where you want to go, and then on the game he'll be like.
I would have it be a thing at least early on too that like that
Quick
bar
travel.
that depletes also depletes when you use his powers though.
Oh yeah.
So like yeah, if you use speed, you can just like
And as you remove more of the crystals, like it slows down.
yeah,
and, yeah.
it would take less.
Like I said, you can make it like Crank.
Yeah.
He just has to keep touching. Like he has to keep
That's
his
like
heart rate up.
Hitman plus all kinds of
Yeah.
shit.
That'd be great.
I think it could work.
I think it
it'd be
could work
alright.
too. I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't have any idea for a Superman game. Superman's always been, like I said, kind of like a. I
You
see him as a-
haven't read good Superman stories.
No. I've read good Superman stories
Okay.
because I really like what's it called? The one by that Max Landis did that nobody likes, American Alien.
Oh yeah, American.
I like that one a lot. That
Mhm.
was really good.
Yeah.
I think that one. I didn't finish it. I should have finished that one. But like no, Superman's always been like I
There's
said, like a
so many.
force of nature to me.
Yeah.
He's just because he's all powerful. So it's
Yeah.
like he's just there.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we need to fix something. We could do it ourselves, or we could just call Superman and
Yeah.
he could fix it.
Superman's
So-
usually dealing with something like way worse though.
Yeah,
his,
that's what I'm
his
saying.
biggest villain is bad writing.
Yeah.
When
His
it happens.
biggest.
I mean, 'cause Superman's not even like invulnerable like people think he is.
I know,
He
but
just heals really quickly.
Yeah.
Like that's how Doomsday kills him or whatever. It's because he fights him. He damages him so hard that he doesn't have time to recover. Like he kills him fast. Is how Doomsday works. He just beats him before he can heal.
okay,
So,
and then he comes
yeah.
back
Yeah.
with long hair.
Also, you can have Black Kryptonite, which will make a good and bad Superman. Have them fight each other. That could be the Water Temple where you have the dark Superman or whatever. I don't know.
The water tower.
does the same moves as you. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
He hops on your fist.
God. Fuck. If you want to hop on Churro's Fist, you can do that
Ooh.
at Churroboros on Twitter.
Yeah.
Eric is at Cyberlink, not Cyberlink, the other one.
I'm at
Cyberlink's-
Penny's Peña.
Yeah, whatever. I'm at Rush20XX. The Twitch we stream on is twitch.tv/Rush20XX. Go find it. On my Twitter, there's the link to the Discord. I don't know. If you want to go find that and talk to us about whatever anime you're watching, go ahead.
There's a lot of that.
There is, yeah.
If you got any cool, funny stories, you can let us know because I love good
Yeah.
stories.
And if you want to send us pictures of Salma Hayek's boobs getting groped.
Yeah,
or
for
whatever.
real. Do that. Do that more than the funny stories. Please and thank you.
God. If
I
you want
love
to listen to
Salma.
more of the show, for some reason, it's on iTunes and Stitcher and Google Play Music and Spotify. And we're hosted through Libsyn, so go find us.
Yes,
throughout all
sir.
that crap. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything else?
Nope. Thank you guys for joining me.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank everyone
anytime.
for listening.
Drive safe tonight because it's fucking raining.
It's going to suck.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.